Don't forget to pull up a chair at the cool table. A group of like-minded podcasts featuring Enter the Realm, Shattercast Uncut, Nerd Rage Radio, Plastic Fanatics, Figure Banging, Beer and Bolters 40K, 8 Weeks, Stasis Lock, Toy Detox. Don't forget tomorrow. Tomorrow is the day. Get Nathan Haskell's brand new album of Cabbages and Kings available on Nathan's Bandcamp. Our newest release from our Cobra Law family. Pretty exciting, right, Dust?
Yeah, it's a long time taken. Sorry, guys. I've been drinking.
Do you love it?
Episode. It's a great album. I stand behind it.
I just want to see if you're carrying that.
Hey, don't forget to send your What's in the Fucking Box and Shelf Life videos to
IntoTheRealmcast@gmail.com.
Shout out to our friends at tf-prototype.com. You can also check them out on Facebook and Twitter. Hey, Rock Packs, selling fast. We're over 70% sold out of Rock Packs. Once again, that's going to be a Realm of Collectors themed t-shirt for TFCon, along with a bunch of other goodies, well worth $40. If you're not going to the show, just hit up me or one of the other jackals or anybody in the realm that's going. We'll be more than happy to get that to you after the show. Don't forget you can check out The Realm on Facebook. Our Facebook group is Realm of Collectors. Answer the questions.
Yeah, please.
Those questions you ain't getting in.
That's right. Our Instagram is @RealmofCollectors, and our website is realmofcollectors.com. It's where you go to buy your Rock Pack. And if you listen on iTunes or any sort of pushing service on your Android, Podbean, Podcast Addict, what else? There's like 22 of them. Give us a 5-star rating because that's what all the cool kids are doing. Thanks for joining us tonight. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you were here with us, and we appreciate that.
Word.
So,
all right, good night, guys.
Hang out in 20 minutes.
Make sure you like the podcast too.
Hit that like button.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for jumping in the chat too, guys. Good.
Yeah, chat was going off the hook tonight.
So let's get into some news here. We got some pretty exciting news here. But first we do that, let's do some introductions here. I don't know if you guys are fans of Tom Green or not, but the backwards man, the backwards man, the backwards man, the backwards man.
I'm just sitting here looking at the chat, waiting for someone to say, "Wait a minute, why are you doing the end of the show?"
I saw an
no one listens. No one listens.
No one listens.
You know what's going to be funny? It's like if one day when we stop doing this show, if everybody's like, "Oh man, what about the chat? Is the chat still going to be going?" People just want to fucking talk in the chat.
Oh yeah. Man, that's funny. All right. Well, hopefully they enjoy that. All right, that's it. Show's over.
So actually, we're going to introduce ourselves, but before that, I always open up the YouTube to watch the chat before I pop it out, the 3 dots, right? Yep. And I just had a button that said, "Watch this on the YouTube for gamers," and it's an all-black screen. It's real nice and fancy.
Oh wow, it's eye-friendly, huh?
I guess. I don't know. I'm not an eye anything. So. What's up, party people? Welcome to Enter the Realm, episode 110.
110. Jeez.
The Realm Collectors podcast. Joining me tonight is the Amended Jackal Squad. Shout out to James. He's got some stuff going on. He's not on here right now, and yeah, he's been absent from his show. But our thoughts and prayers are with you, James. If you're getting a chance to listen. I'm gonna go across the bottom here.
He's sharpening pencils.
That's right. J-Rose is in pencil sharpening hell right now.
I tell you, let's call the store live.
Dude, we totally should do that. We should totally call him live.
I need to speak to the manager now.
Oh, dude. So here's my setup. All right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to call him.
I bought these pencils. They weren't sharpened.
We don't even say what it is. Look, I bought these from your store. I bought these things. He's like, dude, what are these things? And you say, these nuts. And then you hang up on him. Let's do it. Sorry.
All right, let's do some intros real quick. Coming up first, the Brinkalizer himself, the photographer of the day.
Look at that.
Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, I took a couple pictures.
Did you slip the 10 spot? Did you send them $10 for PayPal so you could pick your photo?
Well, J-Rue's not here today, so maybe
he's sent it to Dan, and he's just
Dan will get that money.
He's just fucked. He's just fucked all the way around. All right, up next.
Shout out to you photographers, man. That's hard work. I took like 120 pictures, and only 2 were good. So
that's the life. Yeah. That's the life. Speaking of pictures, a fellow diorama builder here on the panel. The sleepiest man in the ROC.
Yeah, let's not keep you.
The sleepiest man at 5 o'clock his time. Go figure. Young Daniel, my own personal thunder thief.
To my defense, I'm up at like 1:30 every morning.
Old Dan Van Winkle over here.
I'm awake all day.
You're gonna pull a dust?
No, never.
Come on, we haven't seen that in a while.
No. So,
All right. The man who might be cheating on his wife with a girl named Irma. Well, let's give it up for J-Botron. Jisk is with us.
Irma's turning out to be a real bitch.
You know what's funny? I didn't even realize you had that as your signature. No, I said it. I'm like, I hope that's the right name.
Irma?
Yeah.
Irma's creepy.
Irma's going to either mess you up or mess up all the rest of us except Dan.
There might be no show next week if Irma comes.
I mean, listen, it's not, supposedly it's not supposed to come around this way until Friday, but they've already declared a state of emergency for every county in the state.
Really?
Yeah, dude, they're getting ready.
Shorty swing my way.
I think that's. I understand. I think it's after what happened in fucking Houston. I think everybody's on super high.
Shout out to
alert.
FEMA shelters.
So, yeah. What's up, everybody?
Hey.
I can't see my future past Friday. That's the big question mark.
That's right. Where do you see third party in 5 years? I don't know. I can't see my.
I can't see where I'm going to be in 5 days.
Let's leave that one alone. All right, up next is the one with the glue stick that holds it all together. The Rock Father, Dust Mites.
Yo, 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 yo. What's up, everybody?
My name is
Labor Day,
Chris.
huh?
Yeah.
Don't cut me off, Chris.
My name is Chris Pinkerton if you're nasty. Happy Labor Day, everybody. That's right. We ain't got shit going on. My wife actually cooked a pretty decent meal tonight. We had grilled hamburgers, corn, baked potato. Not a baked potato. We had every other kind of potato. Potato salad, French fries.
Nice.
Yeah, I said fries.
Nice.
Thanks.
Nice.
And a caprese salad that was muy bueno.
What's a caprese salad?
So that's mozzarella.
tight cuffs?
No, you should know what a caprese is. It's mozzarella, tomatoes, and on balsamic vinaigrette, and what's that green shit you put in? Basil.
Yeah.
Basil. Hey, I'm rocking the reverse Devi today. Found it in a drawer. It's mint condition.
shout out to Fold Life.
That's right. I'm kind of on the fence there. I have more hang space than I did at the other house, so maybe it was a practicality deal after all was said and done.
Dude, I would love that you're just converting over to the fucking
Convert like a fucking
hanging.
yeah. Jehovah's Witness came by and just said, you know what, I'm just gonna hang my shirts up. Let's get into some disposable income saturation conversation. Oh, that was nice. Brian Brink, what'd you get?
I got from Agabus.com. Toy World Constructor.
Oh,
Again.
Again, yes, second time around. Twice is nice.
Did you get the gift set?
I did.
How is it?
It is great, Dust.
No, the presentation of the gift set. Is it like really cool?
It's a giant box. So it's
I'm about box and
came in a mailer, and Hanny had a box to fit this box perfectly. He could barely. I didn't get any Hanny peanut, man. I was happy and sad at the same time.
No Hanny peanuts.
Aren't they 3 and 3? Isn't it like 3 are in one layer and then 3 are in the other?
Exactly. They all come in bot mode, so they force you to fiddle with them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, man, my fingers were hurting at the end of the night.
Now, why'd you get rid of your first one?
I brought it to NJCC to generate traffic for the table.
Oh, and somebody just made you an offer.
And someone's like, I'll pay you this right now. I'm like, all right.
He was breaking it down and fucking.
You had no boxes and everything either?
I did bring the boxes just in case. It was in the back of my mind too.
You were like, all right.
Because by that time they had already announced the gift set, and I was kind of salty over it. So I was like, well, if someone makes me a good offer, it's gone. And I was seriously though, I was gonna wait till TFCon to pick it up again. But with all this Toy World drama, who knows if this debut sells out, if you're gonna find it again, and what's the car doing? What's the other third parties doing? So I was just like, you know what? Omega's on the way. I need to have this figure by when Omega shows up. So.
And then when we go to TFCon and Fans Toys announces their Devi.
Yeah, I'm going to bring my boxes with me to TFCon. Just in case.
That's funny.
Actually, it's one box this time, so that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, though. You think Fans Toys announcing that they're doing a Devi is enough to drive the price of that Toy World down a lot?
Well, here's the thing. After messing with this thing, I forgot how good it really is.
No, it's awesome.
It's a good fig.
It is really well done. The individual modes and the combined mode, and I was like, you know what? I might not replace
You know,
And-
I've been getting a lot of pressure lately from
Uh-oh.
some local people to
To switch up your methods.
every time. No, maybe to just expand my method because I believe the words were "You're breaking your own damn rules having that piece of shit combiner wars."
Old
some bonehead.
old Bobby Bully face.
Don't let him bully you, brother. Don't let him bully you. He's a bully.
You don't even want to get into that. You don't want to even get into that.
He's not the Bobby bully.
He might have turned my wife against me, man. After all said and done. No. Shout out to that dude. All right, Brink, does that wrap you up?
It does.
Put a bow on it. Dan, what'd you get?
Mostly.
Let's see. I got the goose egg.
Well, that's easy enough.
Keep it rolling.
Jisk.
Dude, what did I get? I didn't get any figures, but I did buy Wonder Woman. I had not seen it before, so I watched it for the first time.
Initial
the
thoughts.
movie. You got the movie.
Yeah,
That
the movie.
Linda Carter,
The movie,
man.
the Wonder Woman movie. I thought it was just okay.
Okay.
I really thought, if you really want to get into it, that the CG in the beginning, when it shows like all of them like training on horseback, was shitty.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I was like, man, like, and then I thought about it in context. I'm like, look, it's their third movie, right? Yeah, they did basically Superman,
Fourth,
BBS,
technically, yeah.
and then this, and I was like, Marvel's,
hang
third and fourth.
hang
movie.
on.
Oh, go ahead.
You're missing the most important movie of their brand. The one that fills my detox with love. Suicide Squad.
Is that part of that world?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, Batman's in it. Well, then, after coming off the back of fucking Suicide Squad, it was a great movie. But I just, I looked at it in time. I was talking to my brother, and I'm like, look at like Marvel 15 years ago. Like their third or fourth movie wasn't fucking great. You know what I mean? It was like Iron Man 3 or something like that.
Dude, I love that movie.
Yeah, that wasn't the best
So,
one. I just recently went back and watched 1 and 2.
You'll never see me coming. I love that. I love it.
I think the biggest problem with Wonder Woman is that, and the DC universe, is that it's competing with Marvel today, and they're 15 years behind in their storytelling and their style of making movies. So they're trying to play catch up. So I think that's why they're kind of getting a bad rap.
Yep.
So
Worst part about that movie
Doing
was
too
that
much,
it's got a
too
girl in it.
It took a long time for Marvel to build their foundation.
yeah, and so I think so I looking at it like that it's not so bad, but it was just okay. Like I didn't like. I mean, I don't know how much you want me to talk about this, but
That's fine. Go ahead.
like the lasso of truth, like when it has fucking Steve, what's his name? Steve Rogers.
Trevor.
No, I'm just kidding. Steve Trevor. Like I don't know. I just wanted it to be like you couldn't even fight that. You know what I mean? Would you put that on you? You should just be like, nope. You're just like almost like you snap into just saying exactly, even if you're like a fucking robot. Like I don't want you to be able to like fucking fight it in some comedic way. I don't know. I just thought it was dumb.
I need to watch it again because I don't even remember that part.
I don't.
I went saw it in the theater by myself, so
Pretty much. Honestly, I think the second half of that movie is better than the first half, which is usually not the case.
Yeah, usually the first half
Yeah.
is where you build up your momentum and the whole origin and shit like that.
The ending seemed a little over the top for me.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of it.
But it wasn't. But like, think about it. It was over the top in comparison, I think, to Marvel movies. But in keeping with like all the DC movies, it fits in. Like BVS was over the top. You know what I mean? And like if they keep doing that, if they keep doing that, then I'm like, all right, then I can relate. And then I'm like, all right, I see. You kind of get a theme and you kind of get the feeling for what they're doing, and that makes sense to me.
I just wish that they would have just slowed their roll a little bit and built their own momentum. You can't come right out and do an Avengers. You know what I mean? You just can't do it. It's not going to be that way.
I don't know. I mean, look at Captain America came out. What was that? That was like the 5th film, right? Or
and that was great.
the 3rd film?
I
Yeah,
think
so
the
I feel
first
like
Captain America movie fucking nailed it, man. It was fucking perfect.
and I think the second. I think Winter Soldier is to this day the best Marvel movie.
I agree, 110%.
So I feel like this was their. I know everybody says this, and I'm not saying in a negative way, but this was their Captain America. It felt like it was like picking up the pace.
Oh, sure. Oh, absolutely.
Rogers with boobs.
Yeah, Captain America with some tetas.
Titties.
I mean, it
Shout
was
out to the
cool.
mayor of Titty City.
Yeah.
I think that's actually my brother-in-law.
Okay.
What did you think of the naive parts where she's obviously this?
What's a
She's been-
penis?
Exactly.
Where are you going to put that,
She
sir?
knew it was up.
She knew what a
Read all the
penis
books.
was.
She read all the books.
Never seen a penis, but she knew what it
I've
was.
never
just don't
seen a
think-
man before. Let me see. Oh,
I don't think you needed to
She
do
was
that. Like, I
referring to
just
his
don't think it
watch.
needed it.
Yeah, it was forced. Yeah.
I don't think you didn't even need to have those like.
She was talking about a watch, not his cock. They made that pretty clear.
No,
Oh.
I know, but I mean, I don't think you needed it. I know they're trying to go like, I know they're trying to get like some laughs and stuff. But I thought the way like that she moved and stuff, like when she battled, was cool. Like they did some cool stuff. Again, the second half is definitely better than the first half. But I thought the CG in the first half was fucking garbage. It's bad.
All right, Dust.
Yeah, I picked up another Marvel Select. Boom. Got a Green
look at
Goblin.
That's easy to see.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Dan. You're watching. You're looking at Facebook groups on your phone.
Yeah.
So
He's watching the show,
Sure.
actually.
I got them 15 shipped. Good price.
That's a good
really
price.
good. Yeah, I'm cherry picking the line, but I really dig the Selects look. I know they're not as articulated as the Legends, but they're not as stylized as the Legends. I really like the look from some of these, So yeah, it was a good deal. I couldn't pass it up. That's it, man. No Transformers, just holding out. We got TFCon right around the corner. There's a lot of new shit that I want that's coming out. So there is actually some stuff I want to buy, but I think I'm just going to wait for TFCon and show some love live. I never buy anything at a con, so maybe this will be the first time. Shout out to PayPal credit.
That's what's up. Well, I just got one thing.
What'd you get, Chris?
Oh, thanks.
Chris, what'd you get?
I got one thing, and I got a chance to look at one thing. I'll do that. I got a chance to look at the DX9 Power Glide, and it's a really nice figure. I think everybody will be happy with it. That has an approach.
Is it enough to
I mean,
the break?
Shout out to the Pinkerton Approach official coffee mug.
So I have to ask.
You asshole.
I have to ask, Chris. I watched Bobby's video, and the both of you together couldn't decide if the figure was painted. I mean, Bobby's Mr. Paint Face, and he's like, I can't tell if it's painted. I was like, what?
Well, how do I weigh into this? I'm sorry.
I don't know, because he mentioned that you were talking about it at his house
Oh,
or
okay.
whatever.
Dude, I don't know. There was a lot going
Determine
on.
either.
There were children and
I thought that you could have
Beverages.
determined where the landing gear was.
no. Well, I don't know. I haven't watched his video, but I know like it had one front wheel and one back wheel.
No,
And
there's
that's
like
all-
5.
There's
like
two
5.
more on the wings.
There's
Like
two more in the wings. Okay.
where the elbows are on the arms.
Okay. Didn't get that far then.
Yeah, there's some like it's funny. Like there's some. It does look good, and I will get it.
Me too.
I realized after when I saw him transforming, I'm like, I don't think we've ever seen pictures of this plane mode before, because I don't remember those fucking arms looking so damn.
So
big
I
on
don't
the
think
wings.
what's funny. I took a picture of it in robot mode, and after I transformed it, I got my phone out and clicked the camera button and took a picture. I thought, but it didn't save it. So maybe the thing's just not meant to. Maybe it's like Bermuda Triangle shit, and you don't ever see it in plane mode. I
It
don't know.
looks good. They really
does
did a
look
good
good.
job.
Something about
And
the arms.
then I
Yeah, me too.
went
It's
out
on my list.
went
I'm
out
sorry.
Thursday night for Force Friday.
What'd you get?
Went out Thursday night for Force Friday. Was out till probably 1:30 doing that. And I actually didn't get anything that night, but this weekend I picked up the X-35 speeder, the Luke Skywalker speeder set.
How does that look in person? Does it look as poorly, like not painted? Yeah, as it does.
No,
like in all
it's
the
painted
promotional
really
stuff?
well. It does have it has a lot of paint on it actually. It's just some of the weathering technique they do. It's almost like they lay a stencil on it, and this is where the paint's chipped,
Oh, I see what
And
you're
I
saying.
actually had to. It's got a clear stand, which is nice. My clear stand had like a doo-doo stain in it, like a piece of like beige plastic had dropped into the mold when they were making it. It's not a horrible. It's just annoying. And then the hole in the bottom of the ship, I had to actually Dremel it out a little bit to get the peg to go in. It's a hexagon shaped hole in a round peg, and it just didn't work. I actually shout out to Chuck. I reached out to him because I knew he had gotten it, and he said his went right in. So, anywho,
So tolerances may vary, huh?
Tolerances may vary. Yeah, I got it. I got it pretty cheap after all said and done. So, happy with that purchase. And
I think that's a piece that like if you're a Star Wars collector, like that's a must-have piece.
yeah, and it really makes me want to build a little Tatooine diorama to go on my shelf with my.
Well, I hear there's a guy you could hit up to get some Star Wars dios.
Yeah, I've heard of this local guy. I could probably get that done pretty quick.
Down the road from you, that is.
Yeah, Smash Crate Customs are up and comers. These two guys. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, Smash Crate Customs.
Oh, you roboted there for a second.
Is that Luke figure?
Sounds like a KO
Really?
company.
Say what, Brian?
Is that Luke figure really as bad as it looks in photos?
I took it out of the package just to compare it height-wise to my figure arts because somebody had mentioned that the figure arts didn't fit in the shift very well, which he.
It was Chuck.
Yeah, it was Chuck again. And I guess that's how I knew he had it. But I'm actually going to sell that figure that comes with all the gear because I don't need it.
What's up with the person that posted that Last Jedi Luke with his fucking eye melted? Like,
Dude, that shit got
like
everywhere,
sloth from
man.
the
That went
Goonies.
everywhere.
That was great.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, I'll tell you. For as and it's funny because we went to Toys R Us for it was me and Bobby went with, and Mason got to go with us too. It was his. He actually went to the last one too, but it was funny because right in the front of the line there was a group of guys that were really in Star Wars. They were standing around watching videos and this, that, and the other, and then right behind him it was us and like two adults. We'll say we were sitting around talking about collecting, and then one fellow we met, he's actually a big Transformers collector. I think he's more of a Hail Hasbro guy than Deluxe, actually. He says Hasbro TM on it, he buys it. Like, wow. So he buys anything Transformers that comes out. Robots, everything, yeah.
From every line?
From every line.
Even what's that little kid line?
Rescue Bots. We didn't get into Rescue Bots. I don't know. He did say he buys everything. So nonetheless, we're
Chris,
talking about.
Were there anyone there dressed up like Jedis or?
Nope, not where we went. Oh, we went to Toys R Us for the opening. So we were maybe 7th or 8th in line. Mason actually got one of the chase pops of the Porgs, the birds, the force birds that live in the force tree. Anyways, that's going to be the big thing. If you guys have been to retail at all this weekend, that's the big thing is the force birds. And we got a free poster. We ran over to Target, and I missed. They were giving away those big stuffed porgs. They're like 4 feet tall, and we missed. I think we had like 23, 24, and 2,500 tickets, and the guy that won was 22. Ooh. I don't even know how the fuck I'd have gotten that thing. And what's funny is that guy that won was right behind. Was one of the guys we were talking to in line at Toys R Us, and he beat us to Target. And I really don't know how he beat us to Target, but anyways. We went to Walmart and they didn't have anything out. And there was actually a guy talking toys. He's like, Force Friday? What's that?
Typical, man.
But today's Thursday.
Typical. And I heard that was a lot of retailers were like that. They just didn't even have the shit out because they're 3 days behind on their trucks because they don't want to fucking hire people.
Well, I walked into, that was one of the Walmarts in Frederick, the 24-hour Walmarts. And then Friday morning, I walk into our kind of podunk non-super Walmart that we have here where I live, in the little town I live in. And they had like the whole skid, out. It's like a double skid loaded with everything on it. The vehicles, the figures, everything. So, the figures went pretty quick. The vehicles
they didn't even shelf it. They were just stuck in the middle of the aisle.
No, they still have hashtag Zuvio Army, hashtag We Are Zuvio. By the way, anytime you're in a Walmart or Kmart or a Target and you see a bunch of Zuvios still on the shelf, stage it like the whole rack's Zuvio, take a picture and hashtag it We Are Zuvio, hashtag Zuvio Army. I'm going to get traction out of this.
Friday after work, we got out early, so I decided to go looking, and I went to Toys R Us, and I saw some of those Luke Sand speeders and some of them dancing porgs.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to Target, and they were cleaned out. I think I saw a Black Series Vader. That was it.
Yeah, he was double packed and been released just then. Oh, funny thing, the Walmart that we were at that didn't have any of the new stuff, they had the 40th anniversary Vader sets. They had a whole buggy of them for $10 a piece.
Oh, damn.
And the people that had come in just to get the Force Friday stuff were like grabbing armloads of them. Like, what are y'all gonna do with that?
Shout out to buggies.
I even decided to go to my local Kmart. And I tell you, this Kmart's in rough shape, man. They had half the lights turned on.
Wow.
Dude, you know
Yeah.
what's funny? I didn't even realize
close.
there was a Kmart in Frederick, and we went there, and it was like that. It smelled like a porta potty at like an Elton John concert in July. That's outside.
They just tell you, like, hey, listen, when you're done with this section, just turn the light off. On your way.
That Kmart had an end cap full of the 2-year-old Kmart exclusive Kylo Ren Rays from the last movie, and they had the what's her name from the Rogue One movie. So,
Oh, what's her face?
yeah, old girl,
What's her deal?
Urso.
Jin,
Yeah.
yeah, funny stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, it was a fun Force Friday. We did a little bit of scouting. We went to GameStop, and tell you what, people at GameStop, they're like, what? Where? And there's the GameStop in Frederick actually is, I don't know what they call it, but it's like half collectibles, half games. So they got just a shit ton of figures, and they got like the Thor hammers and things like that. They got a lot of stuff like that. So they were like, oh, what? I don't know anything about that.
You know what they call those? They call those a bad investment.
Yeah, they call those lazy employees is what they call them. So, but let's get into a little bit of news here.
We got news finally.
Yeah, you guys chat it up. I need 30 seconds. Chat yourself amongst yourselves.
Well, we'll talk amongst ourselves here.
Dude, I don't even know when the last time I've been inside a Kmart is.
Yeah, man, it's been a while too, man, for me. There's one that's probably about 30 minutes from me. And it's bad. It's bad. It hasn't fucking been revamped since fucking like 85,
Yeah. Mine's up the road. I buy Christmas decorations there, toilet paper, and water. That's
I got one 2 miles down the road, and it looks like it hasn't been touched since '95. So it's great.
It's nice. I have a Walmart and a Target like 5 minutes from my house, and it's hit or miss with them, but I'm happy that I live in an area that there's a GameStop here. You know what I mean? So I'm in the boonies, but there's a little bit of shit here that I.
How far is the Toys R Us for you?
Toys R Us is Rockaway, and that's probably about a half hour.
Is it far, Rockaway?
Far, Rockaway, R.O.C. way, Rockaway. That's where we're gonna be doing our Jersey meetups from now on. Shout out to Ralph. We got to do a Jersey meetup. There's a Buffalo Wild Wings and a Toys R Us. But there is also one. I'm very close to the Pennsylvania border, so shooting out to like Stroudsburg or fucking
New Hope.
Allentown isn't too far from me. That's only like it's the same amount of time it takes me to get to Rockaway. I could get to fucking Allentown. So I've never been out that way. I got to venture out that way. So I know there's a little bit more out there.
Doesn't Billy Joel have a song about Allentown?
Yeah, we're living here in Allentown. And they're closing all the factories down. My mother was a very big Billy Joel fan. So.
Oh, really?
She loves fucking Billy Joel.
I'm gonna go see Billy Joel in concert next weekend.
Good.
I didn't even know that guy was still alive.
Barely.
I'm just kidding.
All right, we're getting off point here, man.
I know. We're waiting on Chris. Oh, I guess he needs more time.
I guess
he needs more time.
Well, just take over.
Oh, all right.
Fuck that dude. Fuck him. We're gonna eject him from the call.
I don't know what else to really talk about.
So when Marvin came back from the corner, sorry, I had some pending Crashbox business I had to attend to. Let's pull up some
money.
It's not my money actually.
Oh, KJ's money. My bad.
KJ has her own money. Oh, hi, unattended children. Hello. All right, let's get into some news here. Can everybody see this picture?
Yes, sir.
I
my
can.
goodness.
You should have your kid just host the show.
I think I'm going to.
Screaming. And now we're gonna talk.
All right, first thing I wanted to talk to, and this is a little late in the game for everybody, but The world famous articulated icons ninjas went back up for sale this weekend on
So now this is
Huh?
these are the ones that you guys paid for like years ago.
Yes.
Yep.
So everyone
same
who
ones.
posted on the internet that said, I got ninjas, I just put something smart ass along the lines of shout out to 2015 or welcome to 2015.
So
Now, are they more
hopefully
expensive than what you paid for them?
yeah,
Sorry.
exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Hopefully you
I
guys
don't
will keep the
remember.
price.
They are. They're
Ow,
up like maybe 10 or 15% or something like that. Maybe a
my.
little more. They're a little more than they were if you back the Kickstarter.
And you're paying shipping. I mean, so that's significant, you know?
So I ordered 4 red ninjas and 2
Arm packs.
arm packs, and I think it was like $200 something.
Why are the red ninjas the most popular?
I
The defenders just came out, and
because
the
it's the hand.
Oh, all right. That's fair.
So
usually the hand, yeah.
yeah, so honestly, this guy here, these 2 that you make the Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow with, I figured these would be gone with a quickness.
Yeah.
They're still there.
I want to say shout out to these guys for making an arm pack so you don't have to buy a whole nother figure to have it sleeveless, you know?
Right, and that's
cool as
really
shit.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I've got 4 of those, and they pop off pretty easy. I haven't had any problem. I will say that to swap out one of my heads, I had to heat the head up a little bit, but that's not the end of the world. But yeah, it's cool, and apparently what happened to an extent is they ordered extras for damage control. People have broken ones or the feet are on backwards or whatever. Shit happens. And that's why they had ordered some. But this many that I don't know. I had no idea. And
Oh, they were always planning on doing this. Don't get it twisted. They ain't gonna spend that kind of money making a mold to not sell this shit down the line.
you're right. But
Don't get that twisted at all.
And they also alluded to that this was season 1 or first.
Wait.
They're going to do another set of
Wave
figures.
of stuff, yeah.
Yeah. So I think we'll get something different. I don't know what that would be.
Those rooftop bases seem pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. The pegs are in very odd places, to be honest. Unless you put 2 of them together, it's like dude's hanging his foot off in a precarious predicament. I've got, I guess, 3 pieces of them.
Wouldn't you want to put him like crouching, like he's about to leap off the roof, or he's kind of like,
Yeah, and
snoozing
let
through there?
me switch my camera back for a minute. I'll show you what I'm talking about.
So which one's the sucky one? That silver one?
Yeah,
what do
I
you
was
call
gonna ask that too? Like, of these, which one's shitty?
No, none of them are shitty. I wouldn't say.
Well, it looks like the red one's the only one sold out, and the bare arms.
Yeah, the red ninja and the arms sold out. So you got these 2. This is your quote unquote Snake Eyes. Storm Shadow rather. This is your Snake Eyes. This was the Shinobi ninja. So it's a blue ninja. That's just like the Shinobi in the game. This is just the basic black ninja. Then the deluxe black. It just comes with all the stuff. Then there's 4 different samurais that are essentially the same. I've actually got this guy. I've got this guy and this guy. I haven't actually opened those yet, but
You got to have a warlord.
right, you got to have a warlord.
Every
Anywho,
clan needs a boss.
that's your ninjas. So moving on.
We're going to show us the base here. With
Oh yeah, sorry. Let me get back to the screen here. Turn this off. All right, so the base. Let me get my camera pulled up. Okay, so I don't know how well this will show up on the screen.
I see what you're talking about.
Do you see where the pegs are?
Yeah.
They're like on the edge. I've actually got one of these guys right here, so you can, they peg on just fine, but they're just, I don't know, they're just in odd places.
Shout out to a right-handed ninja.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Is that why you asked us that question?
I did, because I'm left-handed. I couldn't get my head around it. But I do some things right-handed, so to speak.
Yeah.
So, you can get an aggressive pose out of him, but he's hanging off the freaking roof.
Yeah, it seems like they were kind of meant to be. You have multiples,
Actually,
I gotta say that looks pretty dope, though.
that does look pretty dope.
That looks really, really close to Storm Shadow, man.
Yeah,
Like
it does.
like
So,
borderline infringement.
yeah, if somebody has
This
I need a Cobra decal. If one of you Joe guys out there have one Cobra decal, I'd probably say maybe not even an inch. I need one. I don't want to buy a shield.
Age.
Do what?
Age and H. He did the repro label thing to his, I believe.
Well, I can actually print out. I can do it myself. I just got to take. No,
All right, whatever. I can go fuck myself. It's cool.
Oh, okay,
Shout
that's
out to
fine.
Dan.
Hey Dan, since you're coming to my house at the end of the month,
That is
I'm gonna
true.
make sure the cats piss all over this couch.
Oh, I can't wait, dude. I'm gonna piss on it. I'll never get rid of it.
I'm gonna piss on it with the
It's
cats.
fun. I'm gonna
Actually,
piss on.
fucking.
I'm gonna piss on your cats.
There's a whole
That
row of
fucking
like,
couch.
shelves there I can just pee on. I'm gonna
Fuck
do
your
that instead.
couch. I'm gonna
That's right.
fucking piss on your cats.
That's right. All right. So
Pee on
enough
your
about
toes.
these ninjas.
Well, let me ask you one more question,
Sure, no
just in
problem.
case any. The red ones are sold out. Is that it? They're gone for good, or do you think they'll re-up on those?
They
What this
Go
is
ahead.
a preemptive sale. This was like a test run to see how the store works out and how they can kind of manage orders. They're gonna launch like a full. I don't know if it's gonna be the same site, but they're doing like a full, like, hey, here's a regular store that's gonna go on forever and ever until we run out of product. So it's just like it's a test run of
Okay.
sorts.
So
Yeah.
don't run out and spend $700 on a red Ninja because more will be coming soon.
No, I will tell you that they were regularly going for $70 before they announced this. I haven't looked to see what they're going for now.
Some of them have dropped, not very significant, but I mean, some of the stuff has kind of come down a
Yeah.
bit.
Well, I bet you the red
And-
one probably not.
At one point in time, this solitaire was going for almost $150 on eBay. Just because the whole Snake Eyes Storm Shadow deal.
Shout out to you guys that spent that much.
Yeah,
Ouch.
for real.
Patience.
So.
You know what they say about patience.
I heard it say his pockets. Yeah.
Last I
What they
heard, it's
say.
in pockets.
All right. Anything else on these?
No.
So it's 8:37 p.m. Eastern time right now, and if you're watching or listening live, if you want these, they're supposedly up till midnight. So I would imagine that's Central time because they're working out of Arkansas. Shout out to Deluxe Baldwin. All right, up next is what we all knew was coming: a yellow suit Wolverine from Mezco with two alternate heads. So you get 3 heads and a mask of Hogan.
That
Okay.
regular faced head kind of not the one, but like the one that's on that figure now kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I don't think it looks. I just boring as shit.
So this goes up Wednesday morning for pre-order. This is a show exclusive. So this is the
Next
they're-
Wednesday, that is.
I'm sorry, it is next Wednesday. They're not calling these, they didn't call it a SDCC exclusive. They called it a summer exclusive. This isn't an NYCC exclusive. It's a fall exclusive.
Is that normally how they do things, like seasons?
They kind of changed it up. They started at cons, but they've started offering them through online as well.
Yeah, I mean, even like the Armored Batman last year was I thought they called it SDC, but I almost guarantee you have to pay them to put those initials on your box. So that may be why they're just say, fuck that. We're just sell it at the convention, offer it online, and call it a summer exclusive. Or
I don't
whatever.
think- Other than the boots, and the head that's currently on, I don't think that's a bad looking Wolverine.
I think it's the best one they've
Yeah.
I
released.
agree.
I mean, I'll grab one.
Well, it's better than Medicine Ball Wolverine.
Yeah. God. Or what was that?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Here's some.
Throw the Medicine Ball over here.
It's the same figure though, right? Just different.
Yeah.
It's different. It looks like they just went right ahead and said, "All right, we're not going to give him Daisy Dukes like everybody was bitching."
Just give them the classic look, the tiger stripes, new head.
Yeah, I will say out of all the Wolverines that are going to be available, this is by far my favorite.
Yeah,
got
just
some
the boots. The boots are fucking huge.
Yeah,
Dust
those
it.
guys, they have
Dust-
very thick legs.
Have you messed with that Punisher yet?
No, not yet. I still have it. I wanted to give it a chance. I think I'm going to save it for vacation,
There you
where
go.
I could really give some time to it.
How
Well,
you
by that time you
3
can
days off. I could have fucking did it this weekend.
come
but
to
I
my
don't know.
house and fuck with mine. So.
I did pop it open and looked at the tray, but I didn't open the tray.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? So,
Well, if you ever-
I just went for the tip.
If you bought a horror man, it would be a month-long process.
Yes, I take my time with things.
So they actually released some pretty cool images. I guess this is the renders. This is what he looks like under the suit. If anybody wonders.
So I just noticed, looks like they did a little hair sculpting action on his arms there. That's kind of dope.
Well, he's a
Yeah,
hairy
it's like
motherfucker.
it's textured.
Okay,
Yeah, you really
that's-
can't.
okay.
You can
Yeah.
kind of see it there on his. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in and see if we can see the hair on his elbow. Yeah, you can kind of see it right here.
Oh,
Enhance.
Maybe.
Let's see how cool that hair really is.
Enhance.
All right. So, and then here's up close to the head sculpt.
That's
Oh,
pretty freaky.
Pretty
I
dope.
like
Got some little fangs there. And then here's actually, I guess, their pencil drawings. that they
Yeah,
work on.
It's funny. I've been kind of, I don't know, some of the Mezco stuff's just been kind of meh lately, but I saw this morning. I was like, okay, I'm
Yeah,
feeling this.
I forgot, and then when I was eating dinner, I remembered they released a picture last week of a previews exclusive.
Living Dead doll.
No, yeah, that it was the blue version of that ascending Batman. It's just like, and I'm kind of getting Mezco fatigue, man. I mean, I really like the line, but I sold some of mine, and
I can't help but notice he's got a drawstring flag, or excuse me, fly.
I'm glad that didn't
You gotta
make
take a
It's
picture.
a lace. It's laced.
I thought about it.
It's like a sneaker.
It's like
How many
football
figures
pants.
does
It's
Mezco
a
put
Jordan
out?
he's got on his crotch. He's got an Air Jordan on his crotch.
Say what, Jisk?
How many figures does Mezco put out a year?
That well, and who fucking knows? Because
They're ramping up more, but they're being held back
Well,
by
you
delays.
know, like it seems like they release them in bunches because it seems like beginning of the year you had Punisher, Daredevil, another Punisher, 2 Captain Americas, and it just all seemed to come at once.
So it's like they do waves also. Then it's like
Yeah, and then there was nothing. And
So-
then they did the SDCC, the 2 SDCC exclusives, and then here comes Deadpool should be shipping. It has already started shipping to some folks. I should have
Let me
mine.
just ask, why are these things always? They seem to get a lot of money on the aftermarket. Is it because they're very limited? They do the one run and that's it.
Yeah, they're not doing any secondary runs, and that's hit or miss, man. That some of these, you'll see go for more, and it's the super limited stuff. So like they did, the Punishers we were talking to Steel about. So I don't know if I ever even talked about this. There was a guy that came up to me at the booth at NJCC. So I was selling the SDCC exclusives and a couple other Mezcos, and he was just asking questions that you'd expect someone that was just getting into the line. Asking me this, that, or the other. He said, what about, I heard there was a couple Punishers that are real pricey. I'm like, yeah, classic Punisher only made $400. And then there's a Toy Fair one. Nobody knows the numbers, but they barely ever pop up. So he comes around again and asks me a price on something. And then out of his man purse, he pulls the freaking Toy Fair Punisher out. He was carrying around. And I said, you sly fox or something like that. And he asked me how much it was worth, and I told Steele about it. He was there, and Steele actually needs that one, and he actually got the guy's number and apparently tried to talk to him about it, but it doesn't seem like that was going to sell it. But stuff like that, yeah, that's $400-500. So
do the voices.
I got it exclusive in my hip pack.
but the guy
I don't know if you guys have seen it.
But the
but
guy
I-
wasn't. He wasn't even really. He wasn't like that, to be honest. He was like,
You've punished.
it was very odd. It was very odd because the guy was like, I don't do Facebook, I don't do Instagram. I'm like, then how do you know about anything?
Listen, I don't have any social media.
I just do newsletters that get mailed to my house.
Internet
is
My internet's still on dial-up, so if don't call my house when I'm on the internet, you're gonna get that.
You can hit me up on the AIM chat. It will SMS.
Chat. So thus there are the limited stuff. So like, the PX Punisher varies, and it was like 130 retail, Dan, the one that you don't have. Shout out to Diamond.
That's the one with all the weapons, right?
All the weapons, and that goes
weapon arsenal.
That goes for like $250 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just started. I started following in one of the Mezco groups, just to kick around a little bit, to know a little bit more. And I see like all that shit. It's like they retail for like $80, and I see them selling for like $250, and I'm like, maybe I should just start buying this shit for investment purposes.
Well,
you know?
That I'm kind of worried about because I feel like that bubble's gonna pop soon.
Well, the other problem is
the KOs.
They're KOs, man. Yeah,
but the KOs are shit. They look like shit.
Yeah, but if you're in those groups, I actually hit up. Actually, that's interesting. I hit up one of the admins in one of those Mezco groups, and I'm going to read you what I wrote him and what he wrote back.
Yeah, I followed one of the posts that you were talking about. I saw you interacting with some of these dudes.
Well, this guy, he's the leader of this group. He's the admin, and he's one of those admins that always puts admin in parentheses and then types out whatever he's going to say. I'm like, really, dude? So I hit him up. Hey, man, I hate that the Mezco groups the Mezco group has become a KO review interaction. What's your thoughts? And this is his thoughts. Meh, M-E-H. It's only for now since they're new. People are just trying to get info on them because most people don't have them. Once curiosity dies down, so will the posts. What a great admin.
That's a fucking lie and a half.
Yeah, for real. Money talks, man. That's why KOs are a thing, because they're cheaper.
Yeah, I mean, that just in that chat my ass I was like, really, dude? Wow. But yeah, the KOs hurt shit, man. A small company like this. Now I'm not saying, look, they're not making any more of the Punisher.
Really?
not
Are they
making
really that small? If they're getting some of these they're getting these licensing. Would you really
they're-
consider
they
them
ain't-
that small if they're
they
getting
ain't-
licensed?
Well, if you compare them to Hasbro and Mattel,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, of course. But they have their niche. It's like a specialty item.
Right.
But
So
hurting
they're-
them
I
too?
I put them on the level. No. That's I'd put them on the level with NECA, which I have a
Really?
gripe.
I
I have
think they're
a
a
gripe with
step up.
NECA.
I would think they were a step up from NECA.
If they only make one runs, is a KO hurting them?
I think it might hurt them because like this figure here. What are people going to say when it's $85?
Oh,
What are
for
they
the
gonna say?
KO.
I'll wait for the KO. Right.
Now,
I get
it's
it.
kind of like Masterpiece. I'll just wait for the KO.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, all right.
that's
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
But
That's
the
how it's gonna
KOs
hurt.
make the clothes and all that crap too.
Yep.
Yeah, but honestly, they're gonna if it's a limited run, they only make a certain amount of pieces. They're gonna make their money. They're gonna
Yeah.
make their money.
And,
so.
and listen, there's some super limited pieces, and I think the buzz around that has got people to the point where they are now with buying these. Whereas, I'll be honest, like the SDCC exclusives this year, I bought them because somewhat for an advancement potential. I didn't really care for the characters, and I made $30 a piece on them. That's about all I made on them. But there's that fear that, oh shit, they only made 400 of these. Now it's a $400 figure, and I don't have it. Or maybe it's amazing,
Yeah, but aren't the KOs really bad? Like the add-ons are good and some of that shit.
Yeah,
but the actual,
and people are
the
piecing
molds
them.
of the face are really bad. The head sculpts are really bad.
It's just like anything else, and people are now piecing them out. People are selling. I bought this KO. I'm selling the body. I'm selling this. I'm selling that. And just like
I saw they were selling that Punisher, the weapon kit. for the
yeah,
Punisher.
I mean, it's
It
not
was
a bad way to go if you needed parts. If you built the figure.
If you can't afford to have that $300 Punisher with all the weapons, $40, you have the basic figure. You just
I was even just talking like if you snapped a claw or something like that, and you're like, all right, let me just buy the fucking KO to get an extra
Well,
part.
the KOs aren't that cheap either. They're pretty expensive.
They started out. They've kind of jacked
Like
the prices up.
$40-$50, right?
They were at 20 originally, and I think those import sellers or the Chinese sellers that are selling them figured out they could get more money for them.
Yep.
But in my opinion, if you get something that once you get over half the price of the original, it's not worth the fucking trouble to get a KO.
Yeah, you might as well just get the fucking real deal.
So that's like, there was a guy that the other day in one of the groups who was posting, he got a KO Masterpiece Prime for like $150. What?
Dumbass.
The fuck?
Yeah, you could
get
buy
a
one
brand
for
new
fucking
one for 185
$180
or
on fucking BBTS. Better
troll the
quality.
groups and somebody will have one.
Yep.
So,
it's a fucking slippery slope, man.
Yeah. so
Hey, what's
Moving-
that red mask he had? Is this a Build-A-Figure or something?
no, it's a reference to something. It said it's one of
Probably
his
Silver Samurai or something.
arch.
Yeah, it's from the Claremont, the 4-issue series.
Tell us, Dust. Tell us all about it. Honestly, this almost has me wanting to not get the Gym Shorts one now.
I think I'll buy the KO of this.
Shut the fuck up. You're off the show. You're fired.
No, honestly, for a guy like me that has nothing or hasn't delved in these Mezcos, if I could be totally honest with you, if they were like $20, I would probably say, hey, let me see what this is all about. And then if I really liked it, I would purchase the real shit.
Well, there's plenty of us that
And
have
that's,
them. So
that's testing the
that-
waters,
Yeah. Well, listen, I think once you get into that Punisher, you'll either form one of two opinions, that you like it or the clothes are a bit much for you.
Yeah.
I mean, Bobby reviewed my Punisher and my Daredevil, and I think you can watch that and kind of get his opinions on them.
I kind of dig the Space Ghost, man, just for old school fucking tickles. But
I've got one for sale, and it glows. And it
for
glows
that
in
price
the
point, I don't think it's not doing it that way. I could just buy
I
the one
think-
without soft goods for like $25.
I think if you hollered at your boy, you might be surprised. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to this. I don't wander into a KO rabbit
That's cool,
hole.
man. We
So-
discussing. This is something different for us to discuss. Shout out to that dude's smile, man. That dude is happy as fuck.
So I'm trying to zoom in, but I can't get it to
Like
go over.
Sasquatch, motherfucker.
This dude here, he's like, yeah, motherfucker. So apparently this is the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure that will be included in the next, I think it's the Deadpool Legends wave that's coming out
Yeah, with the cable.
next year. Yeah, I could take it or leave it. This isn't a Build-A-Figure I will chase parts for.
Well, it's funny. It's like everybody that sold off like the Alpha Flight figures that they own, they're trying to get them back now. So you'll probably see those figures rising up on the aftermarket now because everybody's like, oh shit, we could build the team bigger.
Yeah, so shout out to this guy. I know every time we do one of these pictures from a panel, we're always enamored with.
Yeah,
I
there's
think-
always a reflection picture to look
yeah,
at.
somebody. I can't wait for the ones that. Hey, listen, we need to put it together at TFCon packed. Whenever you're around a booth and somebody's taking pictures and you can get behind it, just get behind it and make the most awkward,
photo bomb
ridiculous.
shit, like
Jay
Oh,
Rose and I were just doing that last year.
I think it's funny. Doesn't like Facebook like automatically recognize people now? So like
Yes.
if all these people are posting this, he's probably getting all these tags.
That would be funny. I haven't. If you're friends with them, it doesn't just automatically.
Oh, you gotta be
It
friends.
doesn't just automatically do it. So, all right. Next, Dust, you can go piss real quick. Dan, talk about what this guy's doing and why he's on a cloud. Hey, wait, is he the one that throws the shells in Mario?
That's Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yes.
Spiky shells?
Yes, he is.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
All right, so they finally put up the pre-orders for Kid Goku for the SH Figure Arts. This guy went up on all your favorite e-tailers, and he'll be out early 2018.
Dan, what's he riding there?
He is riding Nimbus.
Is that Goku's kid, or is it Goku as a kid?
That is Goku himself as a child from the Dragon Ball series.
Ball.
So is this something where like something happened to him and he became a kid again, or this is how it started? He started.
This was
as
how
a
it
kid?
started. It originally started out as Dragon Ball. Then when he came of age, as it were, that was Dragon Ball Z. Because
That's cool.
What's that? Is that a tail that he has?
that is his tail.
And does he have that when he's older too?
He does not. He gets it ripped out.
Is that what the Z? Is that the sound it makes when they cut his tail off?
Zip.
No,
So
I
it
have
just
no
comes
idea.
off. Wow.
That's
I thought,
funny. Yeah.
are none of these dudes human?
No, they're. Well, some are human. He's not. He's a Saiyan, which is human-esque. But
But does he
Not
live on
really.
Earth? Like, does it take place on Earth?
yeah, he. There's a whole long story. If you want to know what it is, just go watch the show. I don't want to.
Well, I'm not going to. But did nobody notice this kid with the fucking tail riding around on a cloud?
First, this is in the same world where they have like a cat as a mayor. Nobody really cares.
Oh,
There's a lot of weird like.
That's all you needed to say.
I want to say anthropomorphic, but I don't think that's correct. But there's a lot of human-esque or human-featured like animals that inhabit the Dragon Ball world. So that he's definitely not out of the ordinary.
So are him and the dog guy friends?
Yes.
What about the dragon?
No.
Does he treat the dragon like a bitch?
What about the
He does not. He
dragon's
treats him with-
balls?
Treats him with lots of respect, and they treat the balls with lots of respect. They fondle
Nice.
him often, about once a year.
You know what it is about these figures? It's the way they do like the pants and like these sculpts and stuff like that. They just look. I don't know. There's something about them just looks dope. Like they got these little ass feet and these big ass fluffy pants.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
And
looks
that's why I
like
think they
picked the
look.
right
Cool.
time
I
to
mean,
do
they
it.
always look cool. I always think these Dragon Ball Z figures look cool, but I can't.
Ball.
I'll never watch the show ever.
How many balls do you have in your mouth?
I'm
Ball.
so glad I went to the bathroom.
All right, so it's over now. Thanks, Dust. All right,
Right,
moving along. This is a Marvel Unlimited. I believe it's a subscription box that's coming out.
Is
looks
it a
like-
limited?
Oh shit! What's it like, a loot crate?
I don't know a lot about it. I'll be honest. I did a piss poor job. I just grabbed. the
Glad we're
picture.
doing news on it.
Well, let me find out real quick. But you get the limited edition to Tony Stark in the fancy. Got a fancy shirt
Look at
here.
that suit, man.
Is
Nice
that the
loafers. We got those
is
loafers.
that the Agent Coulson mold with just a
Yep.
new?
It is.
It is the Coulson. Yep.
Look at that! So you can tell I've been hanging out with you guys for way too fucking long that I know that I know that that's the Coulson mold.
It is the Coulson mode. And I'm not real sure because Marvel Unlimited is their digital subscription
It's
service.
like
So
some
maybe
weird, like once a year thing they do. Because I think they had Pepper Potts in the Iron Man costume like last year or the year before. Like I don't know what it is.
What's the price point on this thing?
I'm looking it up right now. Here we go. There's a collector's kit.
Why are his arms so
Um,
shiny?
Marvel Unlimited Plus collector's kit
That's
includes a
sweet.
limited edition figure variant comic, welcome letter, and ID card that gives you access to member-only events. Wow, this is up-to-date information in their Q&A. I had the 2013-14 Age of Ultron edition. It included a Marvel Hasbro Legends 6-inch Age of Ultron variant Ultron. The comic is a Salvador La Roca Age of Ultron number 10 variant. So
Is there a Tony Stark figure out there that's just in a suit? Is there another version of it? Or you only get him in the Iron Man suit with just in the regular Tony Stark head?
Yeah, I think it's that. It was just an Iron Man suit with the Tony Stark head. So
Okay.
they using their re.
Is this a figure for you guys that are into, like, even in the chat, like, is Tony Stark in a regular suit a figure worth having in your collection? Like, who gives a shit that he's a regular man? You want the hero. You don't want the fucking the
Honestly, if they
alcoholic.
just sold
You don't want the alcoholic. You want the hero.
But this is the fancy suit that he wears in that one issue where he does stuff.
Yeah. Actually, the maroon and gold tie are a fun choice to evoke visions of Iron Man. I see what they did there. And being the first ever 6-inch Tony Stark figure in a suit is much bigger than some new paint on an existing figure. In addition, you get this year's membership kit comes with the usual trio of comics, 2 generic Spider-Man and Captain America pins, and a badass Thanos patch, which is a Scotty Young, who's a really cool artist. I like his stuff.
I do too.
And the person writing this says, I don't care about the pins or the variant covers, but I love me some Scotty Young on a patch. What do you think about the kit? So, still...
Hey, yeah, I need to know the price before I can give you a legit...
Um...
So let's see if we can guess it. Let's just see. So the figure's what, $20 normally? The patches, the pins, let's just say together those are $6.
No.
No. I'm just saying regular retail. I know it's going to be marked up.
It ain't like a rock box, that's
All
for
right.
sure.
And so each one of those comics is what, $4? So that's $12. So we're at 20, 32, $40, and then the box is, let's say it's another $5. So $45 is what you would probably pay retail. What does this thing cost for the subscription?
I'm gonna go 80.
Wow.
So I'm looking right now. So $100 a year gets you instant streaming to 20,000 plus Marvel comics on your any device you have or your computer. Members only deals on merchandise and comics. The box invites to events, 50% off digital comics and collections.
It's
and
one box a
10%.
year?
One box a year. So it's...
I know you're not, so essentially $100, but I know like you're getting more. Like honestly, $100 for the year is worth being able to read whatever they have digitally, I think.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's only $8.25 a month with taxes plus tax.
Yeah, so
Shout out
that's
to the Dust Knights comic drop.
Yeah, exactly. So nonetheless, I mean, that's the only way to get this figure.
all right. So it's I don't think. I think for everything else that you're getting with it, if you're including the comics on the shit, I think it's a good deal for $100. I wouldn't buy it specifically for this kit, but like to know, like, all right, I get a shitload of comics that I can read digitally, plus I get this fucking shit. That's cool.
It's pretty cool. So
Yeah.
now we know. Moving on here. Here is the SH Figuarts Akuma. Am I saying that correctly?
Yes.
Sure.
Sounds
Figure.
good.
So this is quite different looking from the Storm one, who has the mane of an older lion.
Right.
Safe to say. It is a nice looking figure. Don't get me wrong, but like I'm going down the Storm rabbit hole. It looks like for the Street Fighter stuff. So, got it.
So you're not going to mix and match. You're just
I'm not,
only?
because they don't mix and match.
No.
Oh, okay.
The Storm is almost the size of like a WWE wrestling figure, whereas the Figuarts is a true Figuarts. So, up next here we have the Mafex Batman Begins Scarecrow.
Is that the Agent Coulson mold? I'm just kidding.
It's close.
Hey, this next season of Gotham is gonna have the Scarecrow. It's gonna revolve around that.
Look
That
at
show's really getting good.
Look at old Cillian Murphy. That's the actor
Yeah.
who played the Scarecrow.
Look at you knowing Killian Murphy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Name
actually
drop-
I'm
name
probably
dropper.
gonna get this. I'm not gonna pre-order it. I'll probably get it from one of the
Shout out to $70.
homeboys in the. Yeah, it won't be that much after all said.
Get the
done.
KO.
I have I'll tell you, that's one thing I definitely would never fuck with is a KO Mafex, because they're damn near KOs as they sit.
You really did that bad, huh?
Yeah, it comes as a K. The KO is a kit. It's just a bag of parts and a paintbrush.
No, I'm saying the actual Mafex itself, is it that bad?
Dude,
Oh,
here's the
it's
deal with Mafex is so hit or miss. Like some
Really?
of their stuff, they knock it out of the park,
More
and the
miss
next one
than
will
hit.
just be shit. So I've got all their Dark Knight stuff, and the majority of it is really nice. But I know like Dan had the Superman with the break a leg Superman.
Got two, actually.
I know like other people who have like their I think Bobby's got the Mafex R2D2 and C3PO, and the C3PO is a piece of junk. It looks great, but it's a piece of junk. Yeah, they're just all over the place. They're so like their Deadshot from Suicide Squad is like in scale a foot taller than the figure arts.
Yep.
It's just they make some wacky decisions. They really do, and some of their stuff is great, and some of it's rough. I like this. I really like the Nolan movies, so I'm probably in on this. And he doesn't come with a lot of accessories. Looks like he comes with a bag and a lighter, and then the rest of this goes with the next one here. Well, that's another picture of him.
That's cool. You can hold the helmet.
Yeah, which is the night. I don't remember what they're calling it. I don't want to call it Nightmare Batman, but I guess that's probably what it is. Hallucination Batman, we'll say.
Yeah, when he got blasted with
from the scene.
That's a cool. I think that's a cool feature to add on.
Yeah. So when old girl gets sprayed, and they actually did a Hot Toys of this, believe it or not. It's actually
Did they? Really?
Yeah. It's kind of hard to find. Well, it's not hard to find. It's pricey, I'll say.
Dude, I bet you that shit looks crazy. The Hot Toys version. That doesn't look bad at all, man. That sculpt looks cool. They did a good job.
All right, here we go.
Oh,
Where's the
purple
stars?
coat.
Star Wars. We're gonna go into all this here, but just going across the top here. This is the Amazon exclusive. Please tell me I'm saying this right. Praetorian Guard.
Fuck if I know. I ain't seen
Yeah, it sounds right.
This is the Walgreens exclusive Ghost Spin Kenobi.
Disco Stew Kenobi.
Mr. Pinkerton is wrong. He's not saying the name right.
It's gonna break as soon as it falls off the shelf.
Here is the Snoke on chair GameStop exclusive, and down below here is the 4-pack. I believe they call this. It's something of evil 4-pack. So it's these 4 different guards. This is shared by GameStop, Barnes and Noble, and one other retailer. I don't remember. But
Man.
Everybody wants the fucking Royal Guard. Just fucking put those in like a 2-pack or something.
So I'll be honest. We'll get into it. We'll get into it. But I ordered this because I only want the blue guy. So I need to link up with people who only want these other dudes, and they're buying the pack, and I will trade them.
Why do you only want the blue guy?
Because my main focus of this collection that I'm doing is the prequel stuff. That's the majority of what I have for Star Wars. Hate me if you want, but
wait, isn't the other guard to the other 2 could fit into that, couldn't they?
This guy, I'm not real sure what his deal is.
I mean, the red guy at least.
The red guy could, yeah, but he's had a regular release, and then this is the new deal. All right, let's go on.
Hold on, go back. What I want to know is why is nobody fucking talking about this purple fucking jacket? I understand it's supposed to be a Force ghost, and it's supposed to make it look like fucking a spirit, but
yes,
that's a fucking purple fleece coat that motherfucker's wearing.
Well, we're gonna get into all these individually.
All right.
So up first,
calm down, Jess.
Up first is and what's cool is all this got right. I need to preface this. All this stuff got shown for the first time Friday. And I'll tell you, they did a good job keeping some of this stuff under their hat. Like this dude right here, the First Order Stormtrooper Executioner. This was a Target exclusive that Target had this weekend, and nobody knew about. So I'll give them credit for keeping it. Well,
nobody knew it was coming out.
I will say that I didn't know, and the parties I was with didn't know until Friday. So they did a good job. There's a picture of him outside the box. Now, this is they tweaked the helmet just. Yeah. Shout out to Ismail.
Is that the Coulson armor?
Yeah, that's it. That's the Coulson armor. So they tweak the helmets just enough to make them different. But this is going to be the same buck as the one from last year, which all things considered is actually a pretty decent figure.
It's just a Coulson cod piece.
Yeah. Up next this is an Amazon exclusive heavy. What are they calling this guy? Stormtrooper. I can't quite read it.
First Order Stormtrooper.
Stormtrooper.
Repaint, retool, and you're gonna buy it anyway.
Yeah, it's a gunner of sorts. So he comes with a bunch of it's almost like every accessory you could have gotten with one last time, and then they did this gun and the vest. That was only available in a Figure Arts version last year.
I feel like Stormtroopers are just easy money every time.
They are. Yep. I do agree.
Especially for troop building.
Oh, it's a trap.
It's a trap. This is a
trap.
This is
That's his cousin.
A TRU exclusive that I think has just maybe barely come out so far. But you get Admiral Akbar, First Order officer.
What's up with his ears? Is that a headset or those ears?
This dude, I
He's
think
wearing
it's the reflection you're getting.
Oh, he's got some ears, man.
He does have some ears, but there is some reflection. So
Would this be considered a spoiler? Was Akbar wasn't in the last one, was he? No.
He was in Force
he was in
Awakens.
he was in Force Awakens.
All right, wasn't paying attention.
So was Colleen Wing.
Oh, was she now?
She was one of the Resistance pilots.
Yeah,
She flew right next to That's a Hell of a Pilot, and the fat guy from Heroes. But yeah, pretty straightforward set here. I think a lot of people will be after this dude, and we'll probably see a lot of this guy for sale in the groups.
Did they already make a Hux figure?
They do. It is actually quite different though.
The face kind of looks like it too, but maybe it's just because it's a fucking white dude and they all look alike.
Oh wow, look at you. The pants. I like the way they did the
white people.
It looks like you get a little bit of a soft good here. I may actually buy one of those and use it for my. Right now, I've got the custom Count Dooku head on a Hux body, and I think this may actually look better.
Yeah, it looks because it's textured. It looks leathery, you know.
Leather. And here's old Goldfinger here, in his magic chair.
Yeah, what's that? He's wearing what's that? His fucking after shower robe.
Yeah.
He just got a massage.
Listen, guys, what you don't realize is this is Mr. Burns from The Simpsons.
That's
put his fingers together. It says,
Release the hounds.
he's
Yo,
gonna
I'm gonna,
put his hands
that's
together
me
and
at
say,
TFCon right there. Yellow robe.
Dude, I hope he's all like Mr. Burns' naked fucking skinny ass body underneath that, his spine showing.
Excellent.
I feel like that guy's going to be disappointing.
So this guy here, there's 4 different versions of this so far.
Love you, Chris.
Yeah. This is the Praetorian Guard. I'm saying it again. This is, I don't know if they have names past that, but this is the Amazon exclusive one.
That longsword,
you know, they have different hats. You know, here's the one that comes with a 4-pack.
Wow, I like the way they did with the colors there. It looks crazy.
I like the cut of your jib, son.
My jib.
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
I think these things are cool.
I can't wait to see how they work it into the story.
The blue one does feel out of place. Like,
yeah, it's a little weird.
Paul C in the chat said this is the evolution of the Royal Guard. That's what this.
Yeah, but it's
Gotcha.
called something. Let me see here. I'm pulling it up
Oh,
right.
so this might not be in the flick. This is just
No, it's not. I mean, the 4-packs they've done in the past has been like the evolution of the Stormtrooper, and then they did the Clone Trooper 4-pack. This is called something. What is it called? It actually, I mean, it has a name.
so. This is just something that they're just going to be. It's not going to be in a movie. It's just what they. It's like fanfic.
Well, the guy on the right is going to be in the movie. For
Yeah,
sure.
the guy on the right's in the movie. I mean, the guy on the very left is from the prequels. The guy in the red is, you know.
Yeah,
from,
we know that. Yeah, the main.
I don't
What
know
about
this guy.
the Vader looking dude.
I don't know that guy. So maybe somebody else can help us out on that one. I do apologize.
Darth Vader.
Here comes your.
Look at this
this
dude.
thing looks even worse.
It's
Fucking
a fucking mess.
Oh, I thought that cloak was molded for a second.
Oh my god!
fishnet,
The
dude.
fuck is this?
I honestly wish it was completely. If it was completely translucent, I'd be a lot happier with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of
I
rough.
agree, like it shouldn't have been it was a bad move to make the hands fucking translucent.
Yeah, from a certain point of view.
Well, from my point of view, the Jedi are.
No,
But, you know, Ben Kenobi's my man, so I may end up grabbing this anyways. But
yeah, of course.
You're better off switching that purple coat out for just a regular.
purple coat.
Yeah.
God, can you imagine that shit? Just fucking. God, I have nothing good to say about that at all. Let's just keep moving.
All right. SS3. I don't know. Dude in the chat said the black one is from The Force Unleashed.
The game.
Oh, cool. There we go.
Yeah. So
Right on.
And Knights of the Ren is the black one. The Duke 013 says. Shout out to these guys. I've never seen them in the chat before.
Yeah,
welcome to the show.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for popping in. Hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Although, if you like this purple coat on this Obi-Wan, you could see your way out.
Yeah, you're out.
That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, getting into some. That's the end of the exclusives. I wanted to just real quick dialogue about this. What do you guys think about I don't know, the majority of you guys aren't collecting this stuff, but what do you think about these all these exclusives coming for the Star Wars stuff? Do you like it, hate it? Think it keeps it interesting for people wanting to try to find stuff?
Yeah, I think so. Of course, exclusives are always good. It's just that it creates a fucking feeding frenzy in the fandoms and in the groups and the scalpers. You know what I mean? It just sucks for collectors that can't get this shit and have to pay fucking inflated prices. That's
Are
all.
the exclusives normally like stormtroopers and fucking guards and shit like that? I just feel like other than Snoke, you don't really have any
It's
main.
probably easy shit, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
you don't really have any main characters.
You know, like what did they have? I'm trying to think of the ones they had for in the past. So they had the guard, the traitor guy with the stick and the shield with Poe in that 2-pack at Target that sat.
I remember. Yep.
Right now, probably at whatever Target you go to, they have a Rogue One 3-pack that's exclusive to Target. It's got I think the main difference is there's a Death Trooper officer in there, and it's sitting. Right now at Target, there is one of the tank drivers from Rogue One sitting in there.
I saw tons of those.
Yeah, so you know, it's good and bad. I mean, like the Walgreens shit, either you'll go into Walgreens and they'll have 1,000 of them, or you're going to Walgreens and they won't have anything. Like,
yeah,
I know I walked in one the other day and they had like 7 of those Sue Storms just sitting there. And then some people never see it. It just depends on, I guess, penetration where you live. But yeah, they're not, you know, the Snoke's getting a regular release also. It's almost like almost like an SDCC deal where, you know, you can get it with all this stuff, or you can just buy the figure later, you know, kind of like they did with Thrawn and the Luke Speeder set, which actually had that in my cart and decided to just get the regular one.
Yeah,
do what?
It turns out they were the same. So
yeah, there's not much different about them.
Well, you know, I would like the fact that there's exclusives left on the pegs than, you know, gone. You know, even if it's saturated, it's cool that more people have a chance to get it. You know, because you know how exclusives can be sometimes. You know.
Sure, absolutely.
So I'd rather you know be oversaturated than not for collectors.
You know, I think people that are completists, you know, like boxed complete collectors, this probably annoys them a good bit, because you have to so many places to try to chase stuff down that's in a good box. You know, I'm not a box guy. You know, and honestly, I understand people that are to an extent, but on the other hand.
Well, you know, you think of it this way: if you're a mint in box collector and you find something that's an exclusive and it's on the fucking peg, unless it's totally destroyed, you're gonna fucking pick it up anyway. And I'm sure if you find something that's better later on, you could just flip it and just keep the receipt and return it. You know what I mean? So,
do you guys think that 30 years from now, like these figures will be as like desired as like the original Star Wars?
No way.
Do you think is it because we are gonna have like a bunch of Star Wars movies now, or before for the past however long you were starved for content?
Well, it's like with everything else. It's the market's saturated. You know, a lot of people say, well, I don't see them in my area, but it doesn't mean they didn't make fucking 10,000 fucking figures. You know what I mean? In the 70s, like when we were growing up, they made hundreds. You know, It's like with anything collecting wise, you know? I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it gives.
I guess it depends on the person.
The most interesting part of the whole deal to me is that how much Walgreens exclusives are getting. I'm just wondering what that deal looks like on the back end. You know, the majority of the stuff that they have had exclusively, you can buy on their website or from drugstore.com, which I guess is just some middleman kind of deal for.
It's so weird that the Walgreens would even have like toy exclusives.
Yeah, I was thinking just the same thing. I was going to say that also. It's like out of all these places, like Walgreens is getting exclusives.
Yeah, it is kind of odd. I will say, I have.
Yeah, they do sell everything there though. So
yeah. I've been pretty lucky. I found most of the shit that I've been looking for. I found it there. The exclusives, I found them in my local one.
I thought you meant those creams.
Yes, the cream. Shout out to the cream.
Ointments.
Ointments.
The cream and the clear. The cream and the clear. All right, moving on. Hot Toys.
Please.
Executioner Trooper has actually already released in Hong Kong. I guess they had them ready the day.
I mean, shit. It's all they do is paint a fucking.
Well,
stripe.
you're right. I mean, they changed the helmet. Helmet's a little different here and here. Like this piece is a little bulkier. They added that for this one, and Homeboy's got a stripe. Pretty straightforward. Look, and these guys, for the most part, you can get one of these, the episode 7 one for like $100.
Dude, this looks fucking dope. The Hot Toys Stormtroopers are where it's fucking at.
Yeah, I mean, this is $250 piece. Here's the whole kit and caboodle for it.
I don't know. To me, I don't know. These first order troopers, they don't seem as intimidating as the old school stormtroopers to me. You know what I think it is they actually showed us who was under the helmet at one point, and I was like, I'm just not scared of these guys anymore.
Yeah, and then there's the scene where Kylo's fucking up the control room, and those two guys are like, "Hold up, nope, we're going back this way."
Yeah.
And
Well, it's different though too. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe now you think about it, they're not clones anymore. I don't want to get you don't have to get too much into it. So, but these guys are actually dudes that like
Sign up for it.
Yeah, they have something to lose,
I had to, and there's debate about whether they signed up for it or they were snatched as children and inoculated from the beginning.
It's probably a
It's not like
mixture
they were-
of both because they said Finn was definitely snatched up as a kid.
Right. If it's not like they were genetically, engineered to just be fucking soldiers, and so you can.
And that's it. We die, we die. We're not afraid of death.
Fear and shit.
But episode 4 through 6, I mean, those weren't clones. So I mean, I just
That we know of.
It makes you wonder, though.
Well, they got to be, because isn't that why Leia says you're pretty short for a stormtrooper? Aren't they all the same size and stuff like that?
I don't know.
they're
Just
not.
in reading the
they're
extended
not-
universe stuff, I thought they were normal guys. So.
Yeah, they're not clones at that point. But
Yeah, because
okay.
but you have
wasn't
to
originally like Han Solo in the Stormtrooper.
Yeah, that's right.
He was a Stormtrooper.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
He was in the Academy or whatever the fuck it is.
I guess we'll find out in 2019.
Yeah, and that's Solo Han Solo movie. A solo movie.
Yeah, we'll see how that one goes. So on Camino, that's where the cloning happened. It makes you wonder why did they discontinue the cloning process? It depends on how well your manners are and how big your pocketbook is.
How big your pocketbook?
This baby belongs to them cloners.
What's that black dot on his back here?
I don't know. That's on
Or the weapon, or is it a design?
That's on all the clone, or all the first order troopers. I don't have a good explanation for you. I believe that's all. That's all Hot Toys released.
Actually, it looks like in the mouth area they added like those little like teeth vents. That wasn't in the Force Awakens.
It's
was
like
it?
gold fronts.
Yeah.
Can you guys see my cursor here? I guess
Yeah.
This is new. This is new. This is new, and this part is new. They added some details on the helmet. The armor is
nice, actually.
Yeah, the armor is essentially the same. Yeah, it almost looks like they made the goggles a little bigger.
The first one didn't have the teeth.
They did. No.
Oh, because then they normally.
Oh, that's right. It was smooth. Or
all the
something.
stormtroopers normally did, though, right?
The older ones did. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, so be interesting to see how many seconds this guy's on the screen.
Yeah, really.
All right. It's Figure Arts time. So Figure Arts dropped a bunch of shit and pretty much immediately put up pre-orders on all the import sites. So this is their just first order trooper from the new movie. You can see there's the differences in helmets. And this is essentially identical to the last one, except they give you pauldrons for the shoulders, which is pretty cool.
Yes, you could take them off too. That's cool. It's not sculpted in there.
Yep, you pop their heads off and take them off. And
That's cool.
And they added the secondary gun because one of my complaints on the first version is the gun that goes right here that on like the Hasbro version you could take off. It was molded in. So it looks like they've added that in. And here you go. Here's what we're looking for, guys. So this is episode 7 and this is episode 8. I guess it did have that silver piece.
Yeah, a few minor change. Yeah.
Yeah, so the mouth opening's a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
And it looks like the head shape's a little bit wider too. Or maybe it's just me.
Maybe the angle of the dangle.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But you can still get some good poses. And I, to this day, and I may actually end up grabbing a couple of these because I'll tell you, this is episode 7 ones. That's some of the best damn figures I've ever had in my life. They're just so posable. I mean, if you just ever want to grab something to fuck around with, grab one. They're probably down to like $35-$40 most places now. And they're just a ton of fun because you can pose them in just ridiculous poses. I actually got my wife kind of sold on figure arts one night. I had both. The night I opened those up, I was fucking with them on the coffee table. She's like, "Those are awesome." And she actually posed them and stuff.
I remember that night.
Yeah. Oh, I bet you do. And here's our lady. Spoiler alert. And I guess I should have probably prefaced all of this by saying, you don't want spoilers at all.
Toilers.
Don't go in Target because there's birds on the windows and red guys everywhere. So here's Phasma. Yeah, I know it's the same figure. It does come with.
She comes with a spear though, and
She
a
comes
dildo.
with two spears and a different gun, and
It's a massager.
here she's chrome. She's chrome instead of not chrome.
Shiny and chrome.
I don't know how many people will buy that just for that. I won't be one of those people.
I think the
'cause that seems
chrome is cool, man.
I don't own a Phasma. I almost bought the 3-pack or whatever.
The helmet's a
I
little
decided not
different
to.
too. Sorry,
Yeah.
Rick, I'm sorry. I interrupted
That's
you.
so installed.
the helmet shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
it's,
helmet's different.
I don't think it's different enough because I'm gonna be honest. This figure, it's pretty
Yeah,
static.
The helmet's
So-
different.
And forgive me, my pictures are a little out of order here, but yeah, your execution trooper looks like you can do some folding up with the staff there. And here's all the execution trooper stuff. Shout out to number in your pictures. Oh, look, more of the execution trooper.
They take the time to do it right, baby.
Dude, if you knew. So here are the 3 different red guys. What are we calling them?
These look like something out of a
The
horror.
Praetorian Guard.
They're the
Praetorian
red guards,
guards.
right?
So these are the 3 figure arts versions
No,
that are
no
coming
joke,
out.
They're scary as fuck to look at.
Yeah, they are kind of creepy.
Not being able to see like face detail, that's scary shit.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm just gonna flip
Weird.
through these guys. I mean, there's they got
weird.
the skirts on. They come with weapons.
The weapons are cool. It's a weird blend of samurai and like medieval knight.
Yeah, it's a nice
they
one.
got these different hats.
I wonder if that's going to
glossy.
be a shield, man, like a face shield or something.
I don't know.
So
Pretty glossy. They're glossy.
My problem with this one is the water collection in this right here. Right?
Like a
It's a high
teapot.
gloss.
This
hey,
I probably
how
like.
else are they gonna drink when they're on duty? I mean, come on.
Yeah, so they've all got this kind of whip thing, but they've got different weapons.
Da-na-na-na-na.
I hope these guys aren't just in the background of the movie. I hope you
Da-na-na-na-na.
guys like do some
Like that
battle and
whip.
shit.
Well, I think a lot of people thought that this is the Knights of Ren. This is what This isn't obviously that. Here they are. They've all got this whip mace thing. I'm interested to see how that plays out. Then badass spike in the end.
It's
Whip it
cool to
good.
see how like that skirt splits
Yeah.
in
Into
threes,
place.
Dude's got a gut.
There's your fancy helmet again.
Whip it good.
The different. It is cool that they're all the same but different.
I will say though that I did see somebody who had bought this, and the red just looked like in like regular everyday photos like too much red. It didn't look dynamic.
Are you talking about the Hasbro version?
I don't know. Yeah. Whatever one just came out,
Yeah,
like
so these are the figure arts we're looking at.
I just wonder if they're gonna have the same because even the photos of the figure of the Hasbro ones that you took was more dynamic than this shit.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, these are $60 a piece. So, going back here, it's got some nice detail on the under the neck piece here. It's like it's some chainmail looking stuff, and you can kind of see a part of a head there. It's pretty neat. Weapons again. Then you get into Clo Ren here.
His face looks too big.
His face.
Got a big ass fucking
Ba
face.
ba 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 ba
So he
barino.
comes with, I would imagine it's a different head. It may be the loose helmet. I don't know. But you get the saber with and without the effects. Looks like you get probably one that fits in the hilt and one that's just lit up. And here he is with the executioner.
Oh, so that's probably interchangeable then, 'cause I don't see his hair.
Yeah.
Cool.
You get him with the executioner trooper and just the standard. Oops, sorry, I skipped one. There is up close of his sexy mug there. He looks like you guys ever seen Shrek?
Once or twice.
So what's the
Prince
the-
Charming.
no, the very first one.
Donkey?
Oh, Farquaad.
It looks like Farquaad.
Lord Farquaad.
Got them DSLs going.
Yeah. There he is, in all his blacked out glory.
I remember, man, maybe it's just we've seen it too much, but I remember Kylo Ren like looking so like menacing, and now he just looks dumb.
It was the helmet.
the mask off.
It's that SNL skit. It's ruined you forever.
Yeah, it was what was Undercover Boss? What was his name?
Yeah.
Kyle.
Yeah.
I need to go back and watch that. It was funny shit. But here he is, totally misusing his saber. I don't know who posed this. Somebody who had apparently never seen Star Wars.
No, it's just a saber-resistant floor. Come
He's
on.
using the Force. He's using the Force to keep it there.
That's a lot of work for no reason. Let me get into here's Ray.
She looks like
Hey,
a
there
mom
she is, Bobby. There's Ray.
from Elf from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, she does kind of have that vibe, but she comes with a satchel, a saber, and then the gun that Han Solo gave her. Spoiler alert.
Feels
Spoiler alert. And then she comes with a mean face, so when she sees Kylo, she can make a mean face.
that does look like her though. They did a good job.
They did do a good job.
Like where I don't think the Kylo looks like that dude Adam, whatever his name is,
Adam Levine.
Driver.
Driver.
Sorry, not that guy. What if it had been Adam Levine instead of Adam Driver, the guy from Maroon 5?
That'd be really funny.
That would be really funny if you took off the helmet and
You just start singing to Ray, and they fall in love and some bullshit like that. That'd be hilarious.
yeah.
You know,
He goes-
Maroon 5, I think, is George Lucas's daughter's favorite band, if I remember correctly.
Oh,
It's good thing he ain't involved anymore, huh?
Slap me on the ass and call me Sally. All right, so there's Ray. She stands there real good. She has a mean face. Hey, you guys, you ate all the turnips. Some more turnips. So this has the digital paint application, and supposedly Hasbro's starting to do that, like the Jessica Jones and Punisher figure had that on their Marvel Legends line. They did not do that with the Star Wars stuff that just came out.
They did, man. I watched Bobby's reviews. That stuff was laughable.
I'm sorry,
She's
that
like,
turnip.
hey,
I'm still
hey,
laughing at
guys.
that turnip shit.
Oh, there's more turnips. I'm sorry. Turnips? No turnips. No turnips, turnips. I'm going to phone this for hours. Turnips. No turnips. Turnips, turnips, turnips. Do I look like I just fell off the turnip truck? You did. Oh, sorry.
Good. I'm no good, man.
Okay.
That shit is funny. Dude, there is.
I did not intend to have this much fun with this, but
dude.
it's easy. All right.
Perfect. It's just the.
And as a ploy to get you to buy all these damn troopers, they've offered on the online retailers have offered, if you buy these two, you get a BB9E. If you buy these two, you get a 2BB2. You buy these two, you get a BB8. And you buy these two, you get a BB4.
you get a BB. You get a BB. And
I
you-
didn't really quite understand what it was. I reached out to Greg for Mercy because he seems to always be up on this import stuff, and that's what he told me is basically just a ploy to get everything, and nothing has been made public that there's going to be more, like you're going to be able to buy these things.
And you get a BB. And you get a BB. Everybody
Outside
gets a BB.
outside of that. So, they show Ray with a BB-8, and I don't think she comes with a BB-8. They just, I guess, showed her with her. So, I think that wraps up our Figure Arts coverage. So
Hey.
all that is available or already sold out.
It's still up for sale on Anime Export. I just checked.
They did re-release Darth Maul with his speeder. I regret not getting in on that, to be honest. But either way, here we are. Moving into some Mafex, Justice League real quick. Here's another Superman that Dan can break.
Yes.
Dan, let me ask you a question. Where do you think on his body, point to where on his body you think he will break again?
If I had to hazard a guess, right in there, yeah. Given enough of a twist, that thing's gonna go.
All right.
Give out on you.
Looks like we get a fabric cape. Soft goods here. Oh, look, he's mad.
I'm being made by
There.
Mafex. Damn it.
That looks like he just saw somebody fall, like a little kid fall down. He's like, ooh.
Yeah. Here's their.
Snap
I gotta admit, this looks pretty damn good. I know a lot of people aren't crazy about the design for the suit, but all things considered, the figure looks pretty damn
I
good.
like the head.
I just don't like the guy.
I don't think the head matches in this.
Right, it doesn't. It's too
Yeah.
glossy or something. But the overall detailing on the suit looks good. He can crouch, ready, set, go. Bam.
Yeah, I do think they
Why was he
cast.
holding his hands that way? Is that his thing? Does he do that?
Well, it's because you run like with your hands like straight up because I guess that's how you run.
I didn't know if
he
you
had his
listen-
hands like he was like. No.
I don't know if you listen to MC Hammer or not, but we have to pray just to make it today. You talking about this picture here?
No, the one before that. That one. What's that about?
This picture?
Yeah.
It looks like he's gonna rub his hands real fast and turn sand into glass like He-Man did in that one episode.
Get some friction.
Yeah, man, this suit looks terrible.
I love it.
I like it.
Really? Like you're
Yeah.
into it?
Yeah.
It's a little crazy and probably not
this.
very aerodynamic, but whatever.
Hey Tyler, who's gonna make these shoes? Do you think?
God, I hope nobody.
All right.
Shout out to Reebok.
And here's another. Everywhere I went, I was running.
Shout out to Diodora.
And then here's Batman. This is actually not bad looking.
Yeah,
I like
it
the.
looks pretty good.
I like whatever's going on in the gauntlet section here.
It looks like Ben Affleck.
Too bad it's Mayfix.
Yeah.
Yep.
Too bad it's Mayfix.
Why'd you say that name?
Brian Brink, I fucking hate you sometimes.
Why'd you say Mayfix?
Do you have to pay up front here?
Why'd you
Yes.
say
Is this
Mayfix?
the one with the speeder?
It's the Darth Maul reissue. I expect.
But it doesn't have the speeder. I don't see the
No, I think
speeder.
I think it said something that should come with the speeder.
So just so everybody knows, Brink just sent me a link to Anime Export. I don't see the speeder though. If it doesn't have the speeder, I'm not interested.
All right. Well,
But thank you though, I appreciate it.
you're welcome.
Because I have that figure already. It's an amazing figure. All right, here you go. You get. Man, I wish these were two separate pictures. We could have a lot of fun with that. Who ate all the turnips? Oh,
Why'd you say Mayfix?
why'd you say turnips? All right.
Why'd you say turnips?
And a little bit of Transformers news I grabbed real quick is the MAS-02 Mega Action Series Toys Alliance Hasbro Megatron figure with his chest all open and shit. This is that giant, 18-inch, Brian? You have the Prime.
I have the Prime, man.
Megatron. Will you be getting the Megatron to go with it?
I think I shall. Yes.
I think you shall, yeah.
It looks
Pretty
cool, man. It looks cool as shit.
Yeah, it
looks
does.
good. Nice for the price point. I'm in for 100, but not for 2.
I don't know, man.
Figures that is?
Nice.
Are you kidding me? That thing is
Yeah, for two.
priced to sell.
I think it's worth $200. Considering how big it is, how painted it is, how articulated it is. I mean, I know it doesn't transform,
And
but
look, the chest comes off.
Nice.
I don't need
It's
that.
his heartbeat.
Adjusted.
No, Brian, you have to forgive me. I haven't watched any reviews on this. Did the eyes light up and whatnot on these?
Yeah, and Prime, the eyes and the Matrix light up.
Nice. So I'm imagining we get some sort of light in here in the eyes, or maybe not in the chest because we get a cannon light.
The eyes look like they're lit up in that photo.
Yeah, and the cannon. The cannon lights up. So, yep, and that's me. That is my deck. Whoa. Anybody got questions or want to look at anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Anybody want me to stop sharing now?
I mean, it's cool. Is that all the news we have for today? Or is there some-
No, I think Dust has just a little bit.
I got
of
some
stuff.
some Transformer shit. Not much.
Well, let's do that. Are we going to do the
But
spotlight?
first,
Yeah, why don't we do the spotlight picks?
this is a part of the show where we feature pictures that use the hashtag realm
Realm?
Realm.
of collectors. In lieu of Jay being out this week, I decided to take the mantle yet again. So let's get right into it. Can y'all see what I'm seeing?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Beautiful. First
Nice.
off, we have Donovan's art, who's a friend of guy on the show. I don't know,
Yep.
whatever.
He made
This awesome shot of the figure art Spider-Man thwipping off actually another one of his custom dies, which is really dope. But it's really well lit, really well posed. I believe this is all practical. I haven't seen a BTS, but he's an ACBA type, so does things to
Oh yeah, no, that's
do stuff practically, which is dope, and I appreciate.
cool.
All right, feeling the energy, love it. All right, next up we have a. I don't know if we featured him before, but I've seen his stuff. But had the rock. This is Grim Pilgrim with the aforementioned articulated icons. I believe this is his little kit bash of Storm Shadow. I just really like this because I really like the smoke coming down the bottom here.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Has a nice little layer to it, and little bamboo shoots shooting up. And
Does that when you buy that figure, does it come sleeveless, or does that one is that he has the extra?
that
arm
is
pack?
Does it have
the
the kit?
arm pack.
Okay.
Oh,
And
so
that-
it has the kit.
Yeah, that's the arm pack with the and it comes with the black and the natural wraps. Yep.
That's cool that they did that, though.
Yeah, no, I
That's a
think
nice
it's awesome.
ad.
Yeah, but this is a great shot by Grim Pilgrim.
Hmm.
Really appreciate it. Next up, we have Jay Energon with this awesome fucking shot of the movie Hella on a
Would you
throne.
say it's hella good?
It is hella good.
That's awesome looking.
Just great, you know. In her, I don't know what's the place she runs. Is it Underworld or
Asgard, I think.
It's
No, no.
Kmart. It's Kmart.
yeah, Kmart? That's right. Now,
guys
whatever
suck.
like the
You
depth
guys
world
suck.
of Thor is.
That's why all the
I'm
lights
not even saying it. Let somebody say it in the chat. You guys suck. You don't even know.
But yeah, great lighting, great setup. I like the atmosphere with the little smoke. I believe that's practical as well. You know, the little light up on the eyes, just really well done all around. So, awesome work, Jay Energon. Next up, don't know how long it's been since we featured him, but we have Kilo 1027 here with an awesome shot of the Funko
Morty.
Rick and Morty's The Portal. Just
Guys, we've never talked about this. How many of you guys watch Rick and Morty?
I don't.
I find sites that show it or YouTube. YouTube has like streams or whatever. but
I'll tell you, I have seen a handful of episodes, but have you guys seen the whole Pickle Rick thing?
oh yeah, that shit's hilarious.
Oh, so there's a song. This guy makes these songs, kind of like the the auto-tune remixes of all these episodes, and he made a Pickle Rick version. And my 4-year-old runs around all day long singing, "I'm Pickle Rick, turn myself into a pickle." And the episode look, turn your mind off of reality when you watch this. But dude turns himself into a pickle, and he rolls into like the sewer, and he ends up like killing all these rats and getting their body parts attached to him, and it's as gruesome as any anime I've ever seen in my life.
Fucking epic.
Anyways, I'm sorry. I do enjoy the show. I have a lot to catch up on, but
Yeah.
How do you
They're
watch
actually making a Funko pop of it that I usually have an anti-Funko rule, but I'm picking those up. 'cause
I
it's
actually
awesome.
wished I had grabbed the figures when they were out. Just my
The
kid
fi-
likes it.
The figures are okay. I mean, they're still on Amazon for like $10, $12.
And
I mean,
there's a
they're
build a
okay.
figure, which is a cool thing. And Mr. Mises is hilarious. I've recently
Yeah.
seen Mr. Mises as well.
Yeah, that dude's funny. But yeah, just an awesome shot here by Kilo. Got his little Muppets play set, and they're about to go on an adventure, so great shot, Kilo. And here was just another awesome shot from I believe we've shown him before, Rizazen.
Yes, because we've had problems pronouncing his name before.
That's what I thought. But here he has the figure arts Doctor Strange and what I'm going to assume is the Dormammu dimension doing some magic.
Yeah,
Doing
that's
some
cool.
It's a really
Doctor
well put
Strange
together
shit.
shot.
Nice.
Did
Dude,
the,
how does he get that shit in there?
blended the digital stuff very well that it's not
Kinda-
so obvious, which is
Yeah.
You could Photoshop
Great.
that stuff in, but I don't know how you do it. Like if people that do that shit on their phone.
you might have actually used Photoshop. Maybe not. But yeah, just a really awesome shot. I really like how he used the effects here and just got him looking, moves your eyes that way when you're looking at the picture. Just a really well put together shot.
Concur.
And then I think that, how many was that? Doesn't matter, because I decided to do one more for this week because it's just awesome.
Yeah.
Here we have someone that goes by the name of, is that Brinkalizer, a newcomer to the Instagram game.
Is that like a breathalyzer?
I think it's Brink of Seltzer.
Oh, Brink a Seltzer.
Oh,
Yeah.
like drink a seltzer.
Yeah, I think it's. I paid $10 to get this featured.
That's right.
10 and a handy. But yeah, just awesome shot here. You got Constructor and I don't know their names. I'm not going to try.
That's a X-Transbot's hoist. I don't know what his real
then-
name is.
and
Not the moist.
And then
Pain.
Grappel.
And that's the Make Toys grapple.
Yeah. So one thing I wanted to ask you now, is this your own design that you put together? Because I mean, or is
Yeah.
this like an actual I mean, I know it's a set of toys, but I didn't know if this was like a.
So that is Constructs. It's an old school building toy from
I had a ton of them, but I don't remember any of those pieces.
back in the day. Well, those orange things, that's a skeleton with construction paper put on top of them to make the sun
Oh
tattoo,
wow!
whatever.
Shout out to
Wow,
Labor Day.
look
Labor
at
Day
you.
side projects.
You
Yeah,
got some
and
time off, huh?
I actually made this last year. And I was waiting to finally get a hoist before I took this picture, and then I ended up selling Devastator before I took the pictures, and it's just been sitting in my closet. And when constructor showed up, I was like, oh yeah, I can take this picture now. But it was all cloudy on Saturday, and then Sunday I missed the sun, but finally today got out there.
So is this a glued together piece then? Is this like a permanent fixture, or is this something you can still break
Nope.
down and
Nope, it's like Legos. Just take it apart.
Nice.
Put it back in the box.
Looks good, man.
Yeah, I still have just a handful of those things, but they were
So
cool.
here's one for you. What is that device called in the show?
It's the solar power tower, I believe. From episode The Master Builders.
It's called Kmart.
master
The
debaters?
Tower of Power.
Masturbators out there.
Someone just mowed their lawn, huh?
That's right. Yeah, you see that back there?
Did you mow it for the photo?
No, actually, my neighbor mows my grass. I shovel his driveway.
there you go.
Trade off. Yeah.
If you know what he's saying.
I think you got the better deal. He probably has a riding mower, right?
No, that lawn looks a lot bigger in that picture. It's really not that big.
It's not that big. Oh. Yeah, it looks like a field.
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, it's a field if I'm down on the ground. That's what a rat looks like when he's looking at it, right?
He's like, fuck, I gotta go all this way.
So anyway, it was pretty good.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That thing's awesome.
That Devastator didn't actually fall over once, believe it or not. That thing's nice and sturdy.
His hands are huge
Yeah.
in that
Yeah.
picture, man.
So
Yeah.
great shots, everyone. Great job, Brink.
All right, keep it
Do some
rolling.
more in the future. And that is all for me.
If
All right.
you want to get your picture featured, what do you have to do?
Just use the hashtag Realm of Collectors.
Realm.
Realm.
Realmage.
Realm.
Realm in your butthole.
Realm.
Ream.
Ooh,
Ream of paper. Ream of collector.
Round. All right.
I would proof anything I ever send to you that I would proofread it because it may say ream. I printed a whole bunch of stickers one time that said Realm of Collectors.
This is a very heavy screen sharing show. We haven't had one of these in a while.
Yeah, but you know what? We're talking about all the stuff. It isn't like we're just clicking through pictures.
Yeah, true.
And you know, there was the Star Wars stuff. There's a lot of shit they dropped. So
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Dust to have 45 photos.
No, it's only like 30.
Oh.
There's really not much Transformer news. And we're gonna get into that right now.
Let's talk about this piece of shit. I've got the first fucking
Well,
photo.
you know, there's a lot of things that are dropping that we've discussed in the past, but are actually dropping this week, and we're getting some better photos that we could, analyze a little bit more. So,
I love analyzing.
sure, because you're the Brinkalizer. So I'm gonna screen share that. Boom, up. You guys see this?
Oh, yeah.
Realm.
Look at that logo. I love that logo.
It's a nice logo.
Who doesn't like that logo?
Nobody
That's
don't
all
like
right.
the logo.
I think only people that are like
It's all right.
cannibals.
Oh, tell you what I don't like.
Hold on, wait a minute. It's supposed to go Hasbro news, but whatever the fuck it is, we're going into this. Why is this going?
I love
into
this thing.
It shouldn't be going into this.
Dude, hold on. Let him announce what it is, and then we can fucking have a debate about this thing.
No, you can talk about it. Go ahead.
No, I'll tell the
It's
listeners.
the Ocular Max Cosmos that was dropped today.
Brink,
But
please.
we're not supposed to be going into this, but whatever. I guess shout out to
Wait, we're
having
not
your
supposed to
pictures
talk
not
about this?
not numbered right.
We
Right,
started
Chris?
on number 10. You're on number
Yeah, if you
No,
took
I'm
the time
supposed
to
be
put them in
number
order,
one.
right?
All right.
Well,
Well,
fuck it, we're
we're
talking
here.
about it.
Let's do it. Go for it,
Yeah,
Brink.
let's go for it.
Please, after you, sir.
After me?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think it looks great. I like the fact that it actually doesn't have the same color scheme as the G1. It seems like it's a graduated rendition of this character.
It's
And
the
I
Ocular Max.
like the head tilt on it. That's pretty cool.
It's the Oc Max design. So
Yeah. Well, I don't even know what that looks like anyway.
So
you'll see.
So
I
if it
feel
wasn't
the
for these
opposite.
figures, I wouldn't even know what that is. So
I feel like the color on this thing makes it look cheaper and less like a masterpiece.
it doesn't look like a masterpiece at all, in my opinion.
I don't like I think. I don't think it. I'm trying to think of the best. It doesn't look like Cosmos to me. It looks. God, it just looks terrible, man. That vehicle mode looks like the iGear one.
Yeah.
A little
No,
bit
it
like it's
doesn't.
not
No,
sauce.
It does not at all.
It's not saucy enough.
It's not saucy enough. I don't know.
I don't
here's
think it looks
the,
bad at all.
I don't think
here's
it
the
looks
actual,
anything like the drawing.
This is the Cannibal Ox design.
Actually, this is what I liked. This picture the best.
Yeah, this
Before
looks
I saw
all
the
right.
figure. Yeah.
And hold on.
The-
Oh man, this whole fucking shit is
Oh, I
all
was gonna say,
fucked up.
It's the color mostly. The color, like that's all right. That's
Here's
a
an
better.
actual pic of the headshot.
That's a better photo of it, but I don't know. I just feel like it's got like these big ass monkey arms and like, well, it's not the one for me in any mode.
Yeah. I think it looks great. Looks like it cleans up nice too.
Dan, what do you think?
It's
Dan's,
transformer.
did Dan leave?
Yo, look at hold on. Go back one. Look at under his arm. Look at how that thing looks like it slides on that little bar.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, so I wonder if it slides and that's how you cover it up or like you twist it around. What if you
Probably.
had to turn it and its head popped out, like its head was on like a little screw gimmick?
That'd be kind of cool.
Oh, Automorph?
Yeah, where it's-
Well, you know, these things are all out of fucking order, I guess. No matter, even though I numbered them properly, whatever.
I will say the windshield design thing, that's cool. Like
What,
you
to
can put
see
in the
through?
faux windshield, yeah, and it looks like either Bumblebee's sitting
Yeah.
inside of him or Blaster. Like that's I can
Oh,
get
is
behind
that going to? I guess that's going to come with them.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's a front windshield.
Yeah.
It's optional.
Optional.
So I
that
wonder
blue,
if it's just
the
a
blue thing is going to come out.
I wonder if it's just a piece of paper, yeah, and it's just like a folded piece of paper that you put behind there.
And I get it. It's an Ocular Max design, but
Looks like an inner tube, like a pool toy. I love it.
why would they wait so long to just drop this, man? I don't get it, man. They're just really fucking shit up.
I think at this point, if they have a design, they're just trying to get something out, get that money.
I
That's
think it's like
seriously what I
Bobby
think it is.
said, like in his video earlier this week, is like they're just playing stuff so close to the chest. Even though, I mean, this one doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
I mean,
Very
it's-
close to everybody and their mom's already done it, but
But if
man,
you,
they blew their load with Sphinx, man. They
but
really did.
I like having the additional option because the other two options are Toy World and X Transbots, which is
So
really
here's
not something people
are
go
you-
for right away,
Yeah,
right?
this is X Trans right here, and
We're looking at two different ones here.
yeah,
I'll tell
I wanted to.
I'm sorry.
No,
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. Just go ahead. I just wanted to. I know we've talked about it before, but it's actually being released this week, and there's more pictures out there. And I know just you have a lot to talk about on this one. You had some concerns about the size.
I do think he's too big, but I will say just real fast, the Toy World one is not bad at all. Like again, it's if you're worried about the quality of the figure, it's fine. It just comes down to the aesthetic, and I think that's probably going to be the case on all of these across the board. You're going to buy this Cosmos for aesthetic reasons, not for the build quality of any of these, with the exception of maybe the X Transbots because they're 50-50, you know.
Or
But I don't know if you have a photo of it. See, that's cool. The back.
yeah,
of that
this is just the
is
box
cool.
art. It's pretty damn cool.
I don't know if you have a photo of the actual bot mode. See, to me,
Yeah, I
the X
do.
Transbot's alt mode is the best looking one.
Yeah, it
I like-
does.
I like
looks
this
good.
too.
It's because it comes with a can of spray paint. Don't lie.
Yeah. Actually, and I see the two-tone green there,
Yeah.
like where the gray was on the MMC one.
Yeah, that's a nice touch.
I like this.
I
Too.
really like this fucking fig, man.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome right there.
No cow.
That's all right. I don't need the cow. You can put
I
anything in
know. I don't give a fuck. So here's a nice comparison between the two.
Well,
And
that's
I remember when we first saw the tour, we were like, "Damn, that's just fucking big." Well, now this one's even bigger.
It's terribly big. The Toy World.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'd say other than the gun, I don't like the way they did the guns on the hands on the Toy World one.
Mhm.
Like the
Yeah,
the
I don't like that
thruster.
either.
Like I think it just looks cheesy, but dude, the Toy World one to me is winning.
I don't
Winning.
like the fact that they use translucent plastic.
Well, they didn't only
Well,
on
this
that
is the
one.
clear version. This
Yeah.
is their clear version.
So, yeah.
So I went back and I remember a couple of weeks ago, I went and I grabbed some screenshots of Cosmos on the cartoon, the G1 tune. I don't have them anymore. I wish I would have saved them for this, but I didn't think we were going to be fucking talking about this. But when I captured some of those screenshots, because Cosmos is really not on he spends a lot of time in vehicle mode, in his UFO mode. So when you do have him in fucking robot mode, his time on screen is very, very limited with other bots. So I tried to capture, and I'm sure I threw him in the chat, so you remember that. So the sizing isn't that off.
No.
Next Transbots is pretty good with their scale.
And that's what I have to say. Yeah, if you were gonna go by scale, I trust X Transbots more than Toy World, who's all over the fucking place. But just in my mind and what feels right, it just feels like he should be smaller.
It should be a small dude, right? Yeah, exactly. But then when you look at those screenshots, go back and watch those episodes, you're like, well, he's kind of like almost up to the fucking chest of a fucking Autobot car, so it's kind of on point,
And I think that X Transbots one kind of looks like shit in bot mode. Not even
You
the
think
hype,
so?
but just like look at what's up with the elbow chunks right there. He's got this big flap on his
the
back.
official elbow.
The feet look kind of dumb, like the
Well,
flaps. On the back
he's got
of the
the
feet.
elbow here too on the Toy World
It's
one.
not
too,
that
man.
bad though, dude. Like no, look at like the forearm. There's a forearm chunk
Yeah.
on the X Transbot.
And the feet are definitely cleaner on Toy World.
Yeah.
But I think Klaatu is going to be my Cosmos. That does it for me. And then on the box art, we're going to see they're coming out with a Skids.
What's that scooter next to it?
I've seen a lot of people excited about this.
Yeah.
Like, would they be comic guys, you think? I mean, other than that, Skids didn't get much play in the show, right?
No, not at all. Very limited.
Does anybody know what that scooter is next to it?
I don't know. Did the G1? Did
His
G1
name's
have it?
his name's
I think it's a blue scooter.
His name is Scoots McGee. Yeah, he's
He's actually that new one from the new movie.
Oh, Tramp,
Tramp.
Lady and the Tramp.
Whatever that fucking scooter was from that movie I didn't watch that came out this year.
All right, so Huff's dropping this week also, the Bad Cube, the remake of Huff. And I know we shitted on the prototype. We saw a gray render, so here it is. The actual figure is done. So I was hoping J. Ruse would be on because I know he was like in the same boat with me. Like he's not buying the reissue because the original's good.
The reissue looks terrible. It looks cheap in comparison to the old one.
That's exactly what I think. But there's some things that I do like about it. It looks cleaner. It looks more sleeker. It looks more. I don't know. It looks more animated.
Plastic looks so bad.
Yeah. Well, that whole fucking thing up here looks bad.
I mean, that's fine. That doesn't bother me so much. But it's just like it's just the plastic.
Well, I like the fact that like it compresses. The cab compresses in, so it's not as big.
That's cool.
So that's clean.
I'm almost wondering if it's the same height. If I could swap out the legs and the cab and just because the torso is really the only thing that had a problem, right? On the original one, that's the paint was chipping.
Yep.
I wonder if you could swap those things out. Yeah, I mean it looks cool. It just doesn't look. It looks cheaper. It looks a little.
It does.
Bit
It definitely
cheesy.
does look like it's a little more cheesy and cheaper. But is that the fact because it's going more animated?
Maybe they correct. Maybe it's just I'm so used to looking at the original one,
Which is a little more not super stylized, but a little bit more. Looks like it's super animated right here.
It just looks like a toy. It doesn't look like something a little bit more sophisticated.
Yeah, I agree. Here he is with his pipes.
Oh, that pipes looks even worse.
Oh, that pipes is bad.
Yeah, it looks
I have a feeling this is the last time we're going to see this company for a while.
Yeah, it seems like this is like the newest thing that they were coming out with.
This is kind of going to be a last hurrah, I'm afraid. Because
You think so?
they have nothing. They have nothing in the pipes line. They said this week.
Yeah, but just because we haven't seen it doesn't mean they don't have anything,
So shout out to Teoto Toys. Did I say that
think
right?
that,
Teoto Toys.
What was their last release before this?
Gears.
Yeah,
How did that go over?
pretty good. Everybody,
Everyone
not bad. It's all.
I think if you had another option, you would have heard more arguments about it. Gears was fine.
See, they're
And the
smart because they're picking shit that nobody else is doing.
Oh no, but it was wasn't it Trailbreaker and it was Trailbreaker and Hoist was the last thing. Gears came out before that.
Oh,
No, I thought Gears came out after this.
I don't know. It's one of those two. It's either Gears.
Yeah, Gears came out after that. Because I remember at Skullfest, we had test shots of those guys.
Okay, and that was
So yeah, it was and they came
you're
out
probably
shortly after. So here's the packaging. It's cool.
Dude, I don't know. The cab looks worse to me.
Yeah, the vehicle mode is definitely where it doesn't shine. Here's the underbelly. I figured guys want to see how it cleans up and whatnot.
And that's what I need. So I guess if you're selling the original version, hit me up.
Here he is with all their mini bots.
Didn't you already sell the one I gave you, or sold to you, or traded to you?
Yeah, I sold it, but I need another one.
I mean, honestly, this is a good look for them, man. They got in their lane and they're doing the mini bots, and it works.
Just I thought you had to vary your companies for your alt modes.
Yeah, but there's nobody else making another one of these motherfuckers.
Here he was with tryptophan.
I'll just get one and sell it.
And this is where I was going to say, okay, we could segue into Chris, seeing him this week, but we already discussed that earlier. So, Chris, honestly, yeah, I know we know you're about the Pinkerton approach, but honestly, is it a good fit? You feel it's solid?
The only problems that I saw was it didn't stand. I just screwed with it initially, and we're having a hard time getting it to stand up. But this little, I'm moving. Huh? Sorry, there's people yelling in my house. I'm moving my my cursor, like you can see, but see the flap on the back of the foot.
Yeah.
So that doesn't have a lot of play in it, but that's all you get to kind of balance the figure with.
So that's your heel spur.
That's your heel spur. Yeah.
The weakest thing I think about this is like, and you can only see it in certain angles, but the way that the shoulders connect to those wings.
Yeah, that's when Bobby said that in the review. I started looking at pictures, and I'm like, yeah.
Well, I don't know that he had the shoulders right. I think he might not have had the shoulders right.
I don't know, but it's even just like you can see it there. It's like, yeah, that's all the shoulders are connected
right here.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't snap in. It just folds up and sits there.
Well, it's just the fact that the shoulders are connected to that thin-ass piece of plastic.
What? It doesn't peg in or nothing?
No, they do peg in. They peg in a little bit, but it's real thin. Yeah, it's thin.
Okay.
But they do peg in. I mean, it looks good, man. That it looks really good.
Oh man, it really nails that look, man. And like, this is something this is one of those guys that you don't really need to have in your collection, but you want.
Yeah.
And I have that Red Baron KO oversized Hasbro, and it's been like doing good as a stand-in, But this guy,
well, I broke that shit the first week.
Now there's a lot of discussion on the price point being like it's like $75 is like. But it's a tall figure. A lot of people say it's oversized, but then this is what I do. Whenever I see something like this comes out, I go back and watch the episodes and look at the way Sunbow did their animation. It's pretty on point. The season 2 mini bots were a lot bigger than the first season. So
yeah, and I'm all right with his height. Like it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I don't think it's super oversized, man.
Especially because he's a jet. Sorry.
Yeah. Looking at the cartoon and going back and watching some episodes, I think it's pretty on point.
Dude, we could have our mini bots done by the end of the year.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Fucking cliff jumper.
And that's it, man. I almost bought that fucking cliff jumper. One of those guys, one of the guys had it for like $30, and I was just like,
dude, that Ace one?
Yeah.
Dude, it's tempting. It's tempting.
You almost did it too, right? I'm like, man, cliff jumper and path. What the hell is a trailbreaker? And I'm done. Man. Oh, wow. That's the last pick. How come the other picks didn't come up? That's fucking crazy. I need to go into the folder and
see that group shot. Did we see that? Or did you?
Yeah, we saw it.
Yeah.
No, it looks good. Yeah, let's leave it there while you're looking. It looks good there. But again, it's with all the other bad cube stuff.
If I look.
I don't know, man.
Warpath. I haven't seen that figure in a while. I wonder what tote he's in.
Oh, he's fucking too big, man. I want to get rid of him, but I don't think anybody else is gonna fuck with him.
No, yeah, that's the thing. That's why I'm doubling up on some of these. Is I don't see anybody else fucking.
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta fucking go down here and do all this. You guys are gonna see this.
Oh shit!
Yeah, do some housekeeping here, man.
All right, here we go. You guys see this?
Yep.
All right, Hasbro News was supposed to start it off. These are like leaked images of their box art for what's coming up. I'm sure at HosCon we're going to see some more. HosCon? Did I say HosCon? Is that like making it ultra snobby? HosCon.
So what is that? It's a swoop.
It looks like a Grimlock, a swoop,
an RC.
Maybe an RC. Yeah.
Fucking heel. It's like a woman's shoe.
I'm sorry, I stepped out. What is this again?
This is Hasbro's box art. Was leaked. So what do you think it is?
For what?
Oh, hold on. He'll show the photo again.
It's
like for their upcoming figures, like when they put like their teases on the side. So the top left is a Grimlock, the second one's an RC. I don't know what that third one is.
It looks like swoop, like you said. Well,
That looks like a raptor foot.
Yeah, it could be one
Oh,
of the
it does. Maybe it is
probably one of the
another
other
Dinobot.
Dinobots.
Maybe they're gonna
Yeah.
make. Maybe they're gonna make new Dinobots.
Yeah, maybe like
different Dinobots.
with the big toe claw or whatever.
And this was the Grimlock art.
That's nice art.
I guess it's behind the card. You know, you can see how the card's all cut out up here.
Yeah.
So it's probably like behind the blister pack.
So these are legends.
I don't even know, man. This is just dropped.
It's Megatron. It's the Optimus.
Starscream.
Another Grimlock. Well, yeah.
This is the Grimlock figure.
Man, that looks terrible, dude.
No, I think that from what
know
I've
what?
seen in the groups is like the kids
All
line
right,
is entirely
This
right.
is
You know,
the, small,
but, you know
the
what I mean.
5 changer, the 7 changer. The
They're all the kids ones, dude. I mean, that's just
That's
Okay.
you know what I mean.
Yeah. You guys know I don't fucking pay attention to this Hasbro shit, but we have to talk about it. But
No, that's
it doesn't look too bad, man.
dude.
Stop it.
Hasbro.
This is terrible.
It's terrible. You think so?
This
Yeah.
is not the generations. It can't be. This has got to be like
No. It's gotta be a dumbed down line.
Yeah.
I was like, you're better off with that original Generations or that one that came out like the Fall of Cybertron.
The
one
files,
that came
yeah,
out.
the Falls Cybertron was a pretty good figure.
I mean, the hands are just molded.
Oh, there's this
Oh,
big
back to
one.
this guy. Yeah, I think that was it, man. I think that's all we had, guys.
All right.
It really wasn't much. I was hoping, we sparked some talk about the Klaatu and all that other shit, and the Huff coming out again. And
As of right now, again, I think the best all-around Cosmos is the Toy World one.
you think so?
I do.
That's going to be the one for you?
I mean, I need to get another one. I already have the Toy World one.
Okay.
But I'll need an alt mode, so it'll probably be the X Transbots just because of all the fucking gimmicky shit it comes with, you know.
I really like the look of that X Trans, man. I really do. I think that's going to be the one for me. That's the one I'm going with. I really dig. I hate to say X Trans,
Who
but
else? Who else that announced one needs to put it out? Like, did anybody else? Or was it always
think
Toy
that's
World?
it.
That's it. Just those three?
Today's the Ocular Max one was a surprise today.
Yeah, tell them iGear called. They want their design back.
Yeah, and anybody, is anybody really gonna get into that? I mean, is that such a weird, especially if for them to fucking announce it so late?
So I feel like people will buy that one because I feel like Fans Toys and MMC are the two companies that have loyal purchasers.
Sure,
I think everybody else is kind of like, oh, we could get it, we couldn't. But there are people out there who, anytime Fans Toys makes a figure, they're going to buy it. And there are people out there that anytime MMC makes a figure, they're going to buy it.
Yeah.
So I think for that reason, it'll sell.
Hmm.
And I mean, it was smart of them to put it out right now for people that didn't like Toy World and were going to settle on.
Well, especially
Trans
little Klaatu just dropping this week.
Mhm. It's like, hey, look,
It's a big week, man. We had the Combaticons last week or 2 weeks ago, and then now these guys are dropping. So we're getting a little bit more out there. and I'm
it's going to
little
be a
more
busy
excited.
year.
Yeah, I'm getting excited. Like maybe I'm gonna find some TFCon purchases because I'm definitely getting the Power Glide. I'm definitely getting Klaatu. I want those unique toys, Combaticons. So maybe I'll buy some shit
Dude,
again.
but
Man.
Omega's dropping. You got the Zeta toys dropping. I'm
Mhm.
sure by the end of the year they'll start dropping their Superion.
Or
You got that.
That's,
You got
I'm
that.
definitely looking forward to that.
Sunstreaker from MP is supposed to be fucking dropped at some point this year.
Yeah, what's
Yeah, a
that?
lot of
That's fourth quarter, right? Like
December.
Christmas.
Yeah, December.
We'll probably
Yeah, a
see
lot
it
of shit.
January, but whatever. I'm cool with that after
Dude,
Christmas.
TFCon, we might finally get some pics of that Superion Save the Toys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what. Man, come on, guys, TFCon, man. This is the
30 more
countdown.
days, man. 30 more days, you'll have a lot of. You have at least the rest of your year lined up.
You know what would suck?
Yep.
It really sucks if we get the same fucking pictures as Toronto did.
No, I think we're
they-
gonna.
I think they held back, and we're gonna get some new shit, man.
Because they changed it up too, even from last year's Toronto.
Yeah, they didn't announce Omega at Toronto, so
Yeah,
maybe we'll get something big.
I think I'm holding off on Omega, man. I'm gonna get it, but not right now. It's not even a money thing. It's just like fuck it. I don't have no place to.
It's
fucking
not
put
going
it.
anywhere, man. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's gonna be one of those that's not gonna sell out real quick because of the price point. Not everybody's dropping fucking 300, 350
I
on
mean, it may
that
just,
shit.
the only thing you have to worry about is that maybe they produce less pieces because of the price point. You know?
True.
Just is that Detolf behind you, that weird shelving that you got back there? Is that where Omega's gonna go?
This one here.
On top of those
That
construction
top
panels?
level that you have all cleared out.
Oh no, I don't know. It's cleared out because I didn't have a detolf there before and got that one and put that one in there.
Well, you better get a fucking ore.
No,
when
this.
the hurricane comes through.
I need glass for the top, and I'll put something in there. Yeah, honestly, I don't want to put. There's a lot of stuff going on. I don't want to put the Omega Supreme on top, so I'm considering, doing one of those double detolf mods.
Mm.
But it's kind of a pain in the ass. I don't know. I've got some.
Yeah, didn't they say that it's wider than a detolf with the wings
wider.
on? So,
yeah, it's
so you
wider
can't
than
fit it in a detolf unless you put it on an angle.
Yeah, but I mean that's how kind of the Toy World Debbie's that way.
Debbie like that too.
Yeah,
God,
look, if you can see down there, you have to kind of
he's
put him
on
at
an
an angle a little bit.
Yep.
That motherfucker looks good. Brink, when you bought that set, did it come with all the add-ons?
Yep.
Dude, those add-ons really fucking. That head specifically just really fucking.
And
yeah, that's what's selling me. That's what's making me think like, if they don't announce a fucking fans toys Devastator, then I'm definitely gonna
Dude, that and then those rib pieces.
yeah, so and those add-on pieces, they look to be the same green as the rest of them. I know you said yours are a little bit different, right?
They're not. Mine are not the same green, so they must have made them specifically for.
Yeah.
I wonder if yours is a slightly different green.
It might be. Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's shaded under the armpit anyway, so you don't even notice it. But
so do the ab fillers make that much of a difference?
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
They do. Yeah, they do. They just kind of balance it out a little bit more in the side there.
Yeah.
It's become my favorite piece, and only just from like looking at it, not even from messing with it, but just when you look at it, you're like, dude, it looks fucking perfect.
Dude,
yeah, it definitely does, man.
I was toting it around today, and the thing, that's funny. Yeah. But anyways, I think it's crazy. I think it's crazy how you can pick it up and like the arms won't move, the thighs won't move, the thing's just like stiff as a board.
Yeah,
No
now
matter how you pick it up.
How about a year from now?
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. But
Yeah, I was moving around my Warpatron fucking Bruticus, and it was like,
All those old combiners, like you do have to kind of like take time to stand them up.
Yeah, I'm breaking
This
that guy
fucking
down.
Toy World, you can just he just stands.
Nice.
He just does it.
Yeah, I'm just waiting it out, man. But I definitely think I'm gonna buy that fucking gift set if we don't hear anything.
Well, I mean, if you plan to buy it at TFCon, if you don't see if it's not announced now,
Yep.
you've got at least a good year.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. If it's not announced at TFCon, then I'm definitely gonna go in on that before Christmas, or maybe that might be my Christmas gift to myself. Get a nice gift set. I definitely want the version 2 gift set with all the add-ons. So that's what I'm holding out for.
It's cool.
Okay, man. Chris, you still with us?
Yo, absolutely, Brian. You want to run through the chat?
I sure can.
Well, we were just going to talk about fans toys.
No, there's nothing to talk about. Shut the fuck up.
Okay. I figured we spark your interest.
No, I have plenty of interest.
All right, so starting off, we have Cody from Toy Detox is in there.
Tattoos for a job.
And we had Chatwingham was in there. Frankie O'Rourke. Antoine Mega 81 EE Prime 20. Anthony Burr. Lord Shadowkeeper. Jason L. Knight of Ren. Hurricane BX. Big Dom was in there. Sunday Heat. Primacon. Anna, the First Lady of the R.O.C. Lord Shadowkeeper. Dave Energon Addict. Primal Sabbath. Eric. KJ Smith. Russ. Let's see. Lionel M. Frogman 78. Cabalta was in there. Retro Now. Brammer was in there. G Money. Super Dimensional. The Glasses Kid Mighty. All right, then. Google Phil's in here. We haven't seen him in here in a while.
Shout out to Google Phil.
We had Paul C. Nerd Out. Gita. K-Man. Craig R. Michael G. SS3. Bayo something. The Duke. FVGBE 342. Todd L. Shellformer, Dan Plastic Crack, and Big Kid Toys was in there.
Sweet.
And a lot of good discussion in here, guys. It looks like you guys had a lot of fun on the hangout last night.
Yeah, that was great, man. Dudes, fucking that shit went to like 4 a.m. I bounced out around 2. These motherfuckers went to 4 a.m. So it was like an 8-hour hangout. Shout out to those guys. We had a lot of fun last night. So
Old school.
yeah, it definitely felt like an old school hangout. That's what it was. We barely talked about toys. So if you were in there, you knew what we talked about. And shout out to the Nerd Out guys. I'm going to be on their show this Thursday. So check out their channel, Nerd Out at Night, 8 p.m. Eastern, on the Nerd Out channel.
All right.
And then do we want to mention
Yes.
next week?
Next week. We got special guests next week.
Next week, normally I think we would just kind of tease it throughout the week, but I want to see, next week we got, I don't know if they're both going to be here.
No, Luch, from what I heard, Luch ain't going to make it.
All right, so we're going to have In-Text from Fresh Communications going to be on the show next week. If you haven't heard their podcast, that's why I'm saying it now. Go check it out so you kind of get familiar with what these guys are about. They're good dudes, both of them. They're funny as shit.
Yep, Mickey was on. Brave was on last episode. It's pretty good. I got 3/4 of the way through. It's a good fucking episode.
Nice.
And but yeah, they have a good show, and they'll be on next week.
Awesome. Well, thanks for the updates on that, fellas. Let's do a little bit of where you at, Brian Brink.
You can find me at Brian Brink in the Facebook groups and at Brinkalizer on Instagram.
All right, Dan.
Harvey Devil _Den on IG, and I'm lurking in the Facebook groups.
Jisk.
Oh, you can catch me chilling. No, at Jaybatron on Facebook. It's Jbotron. I'm discovering my passion for social media again.
Yeah, I got a like from you this last week. I was like, oh shit, Jisk is back on IG. Look at that.
Instagram, I'm just looking at photos and shit, but Facebook, I've actually been posting some shit.
Nice.
Man, you can catch me where you can catch me. You know where I'm at. Ain't nobody want to talk to me.
And good luck this week with the storm.
Oh, man, yeah.
Get all your milk and bread and eggs and water.
Dude, yeah. Water. Well, so it's funny. That's the kind of thing that's annoying is I went grocery shopping today and didn't even think of them afterwards. My wife's like, oh, can you get water? So she works for a big box retailer, and she told me, she's like, look, we sold out of water today. Why the fuck's everybody buying water? I don't have cable, so I had no idea the storm was as big as it was until I started looking. So I started poking around the news today.
Eagle Rain.
Hey, don't forget to fill your bathtubs up with water. You should also pack your freezer with bags full of water.
You know what's fucked up? We have
Just
a well.
got all that LaCroix. He'll be fine.
You know what's fucked up? We have a well, but if the power goes out, guess what?
There's no pump.
It's an electric pump well.
Well, dude, I just got that garage. I got that garage fridge just in time. That's just gonna get stocked with water and ice.
There you go. There you go.
I mean,
All right,
the
Dust.
ice doesn't really matter, but
You'll be fine. The modules seem like it's gonna go out to fucking sea. So
Yeah,
we'll
we'll see.
spaghetti mods.
If you look at the North European model, it looks like it's gonna
Always go with the European model, man. Europeans know what's up.
That's right. Dust, where you at?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Dust Bites on Instagram. Eddie Dust Bites in the group. Don't forget, tomorrow, Nathan Haskell's album of Cabbages and Kings is available on his Bandcamp. Very easy. Go to bandcamp.com. Just fucking search Nathan Haskell, and it's there. I think it's like $8. And he has a money-back guarantee. So if you don't like the album, you get your money back.
Do you lose the album out though? Like, do I lose the digital code if I don't like the album?
What do you mean?
So if I buy the album digitally, right?
You download it.
Yeah, and then I don't like it. I get to keep the album and get my money back?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I hate that shit.
That's what we do, Cobra Law, man. We get a money back guarantee at Cobra Law Records. Shout out to Cobra Law Records.
Cobra Law's for the kids.
La 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 la.
All right, Pinkerton on Instagram, Christopher Pinkerton in the groups, because that's what my mama named me. Crashbox Customs on all your social media. Already did the outro, so we're out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are we doing the outro?
Nope.
Watch the beginning of the show, motherfuckers.
You doing a hangout?
If people hit me up and they want to be in here, I'll do a hangout. If you guys are down, let me know.
I mean, I'm not
Be
going
up in the Facebook group. Shout out to everybody. And furries.
I got some crafting to do.
And some fucking blood crystals and shit like that.